Hello, everyone. We are here, Lucasgvariety here, and I'm here with some close personal friends, and we're here tonight to play test Pathfinder 2nd Edition. The module is called the Doomsday Dawn, and we are doing the official play test. Nathan is our game master. I'm here with Xarcara, Fayt, and 2017 the comic. We're going to be entertaining you for the next few hours here as we play through a first level adventure. What we're going to do, it's Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We're making first level characters right now on the spot, learning as we go. And then Nathan is going to take us through a little grind, and then we'll have a little talk about it at the end. So this is a 2nd Edition Pathfinder. Doomsday Dawn is the name of the campaign. And I think with that, I'm going to turn it right on over to Nathan. At the end, we'll have shout-outs and some callbacks, critiques and everything like that. So, Nathan, please, take it away, sir.
All right. Sounds good. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to walk ourselves through this character building process. It has changed. As Kurt was lamenting, there's no more random die rolls for ability scores, which is okay with me. So then we'll go through, we'll build our characters, then we'll go through the short dungeon crawl, and then whether we survive or not, we'll talk about the experience at the end. What we like, what Kurt didn't like, and go from there. Cool, guys?
Just for that, I'm going to like everything.
Okay. All right. So we started talking about concepts. So if we just go right through the book here, it'll walk us through the generation process.
Sounds good.
So the first thing we need to do, and I think some of you guys have already read that.
So which walkthrough are we starting with? Because there are like 3.
I'm in the new core book.
Oh, there's 3. Well, yeah, I'm in the core book. What do you?
I mean the core book, but it walks you through the character sheet and tells you how to do everything, and then it does it again in like the next chapter. It's super weird.
Oh, right.
It's got
it's kind of laid out.
What happened is, so you're gonna like everything?
It is a
I
little
totally
redundant.
love that when it's redundant. It's great.
If they say it more than once, it might be important.
I just want to know which
or
walkthrough you're
they just
starting
forgot that they said it.
I went to page 12 in the PDF.
Yeah. So I'm
Okay.
just going to look at the outline. So they have steps 1 through 9.
Okay.
So we'll just do starting with the concepts.
Okay.
Now some of that might dip into building a class. Since we're not actually these first round of characters, we'll only play in this module, and then I think a different group of characters will be played later, or later modules. So we're not putting the same amount of effort into kind of building backstories and making deep characters, unless you want to, but considering we're doing this, probably not.
So
Anyway, has anyone so let's just start with choose our ancestry. Shall we do that?
Or do you want to do?
You want to start with concept?
Do you want to just go through everybody's concept, or just basically just everybody telling what we're kind of making?
Yeah, if anyone has a concept of what they want to do, let's just talk about that real quick. Go ahead,
So
Kurt.
my concept is the Grumpy Wizard. So there.
The Grumpy Wizard.
Grumpy Wizard.
Well,
Sounds
we
like
got
a good
Wizard.
tavern name.
Wizard's a good start.
We got Wizard. Okay.
I'm gonna
Luke, you have a
try
concept? Oh, damn. Go ahead.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. Let Luke go.
I mean, are we doing race or ancestry? Or are we just like right now? I'm gonna go with the
Just-
alchemist.
Okay.
Is that if we're doing alchemist for me?
All right.
And I've never played.
Any personality that you want to throw into them, like
Oh well.
frightened alchemist, or
I didn't. Was that a characteristic that I missed?
I mean, you can have that be a character.
I mean, I'm playing a Pathfinder goblin. I'm just gonna say my ancestry, so I think it's just gonna be. It's pretty much self-explanatory. He's gonna be just crazy little like hyper thing. I mean, they've been.
he's a goblin.
He's looking for
That's
freedom.
that's as deep as it gets.
They're free now. They're not. He was once repressed and is not. So he's all about freedom and blowing crap up. There we go.
Okay.
He's a pyro. There we go. Let's just go with that.
Braveheart. All right.
A A brave
He's a
heart
pyro. Okay, all right, we got that.
So you're
What
kind
could
of
go
playing
wrong?
yourself there.
A little bit.
Yes.
Little bit.
Voices down and everything. Got it. I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna go against the grain of what I played lately, and I'm gonna play a bloodthirsty dwarf barbarian.
Okay.
Somewhat greedy too.
What could go wrong
want
with this group?
I want loot. I want riches.
All right. So all right. Greedy, a greedy dude who wants to beat someone's skull in before taking their treasure.
No, I'm
It's
not.
just-
I'm not a dude. I'm a girl.
I apologize.
Did you just assume my gender?
Hashtag apology.
Hashtag. I don't know. Why be hashtagging? I hate hashtagging.
All right.
Critique number
Hashtag hate hashtag.
2.
All right, Teresa. What about you? Do you have a?
Well, I think I'm going to actually run away. Got a
The
freaking
Robin
crazy
ran
pyro
away,
ran
ran away,
a head bashing barbarian, a grumpy wizard. Well, I think I was going to try out rogue, then shoot myself in the foot really good bad and get an elf.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Any personality to add to this? Whatever.
But this group, I'd say paranoid rogue elf.
Paranoid. I think it fits.
I would like to change my concept from grumpy to angry.
I agree.
That sounds better.
Again, you're kind of playing yourself.
I think everybody is.
It's a secret.
Oh, it's
It's a
It's the
secret.
best known secret ever.
I did my time for that fire ice, so it doesn't matter anymore. Anyways, moving on.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
I
so
said moving on.
We have our all right. So we have our concepts. It sounds like we have our races, right? Everyone has their ancestry.
I don't know what Kurtz. I don't know what Kurtz is.
I haven't decided yet. I'm going to look over the choices. It'll probably be a human, but I am considering elf as well. And at one point I considered goblin, so I'm kind of looking still.
All right.
Okay.
I have a say.
Sorry.
All right. Backgrounds.
My face looks weird because I'm changing my hearing aid battery. So
You're fine.
Your headset's not on right.
yeah, because I'm got this.
So, So we're not filling in stats quite yet on the character sheets, right?
No.
Yeah. Does everyone? Has everyone? Can you get to your sheet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pull up your sheet. It'll make things.
I made them available to everybody, like all sheets to everybody, so we can all bounce back and forth and help if we need to.
Okay.
So ancestry.
Mountain Beard, is that them?
Yep.
Mountain beard.
I'm Gindria Mountain Beard. Lady Gindria Mountain Beard.
Oh, you're a lady?
Dude looks like a lady. So,
Dwarf looks like a lady.
that's right. All right. What was our next step? Then we got race, we got ancestry and class, right? Kurt's still looking at ancestry.
So ancestry is your race, huh?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So
They probably couldn't say race anymore. They had to use
yeah.
something.
Politically correct.
So
Okay.
if you skip to chapter 2, it's got the listing. If you aren't sure what you want to do for ancestry, the whole ancestry list is in chapter 2. So
I'm going with it.
good with dwarf.
Okay, so backgrounds. So we talked a little bit before recording on the background for this particular module. Does everyone remember what they went with
Mine's unpronounceable.
or were thinking of doing?
I'm running with Pathfinder Hopeful.
Pathfinder hopeful.
I'm going to
That's
be
Pathfinder hopeful
a budding Osirionologist.
or Syrianologist.
Should we
Osirionologist.
Oh,
should we
Syrian.
Should we read out our
Osirion,
backgrounds
maybe.
so people know what they say?
Okay.
Yeah.
So for
Yeah,
Pathfinder
that's a
Hopeful,
good idea.
You've long wanted to join the adventurous Pathfinder Society, a world-spanning organization of relic hunters. This aspiration has led you to take up the dangerous life of an adventurer, eager to make a name for yourself and gain the attention of the Pathfinder Society. I'll choose 2 ability boosts. One must be strength or intelligence, and one is a free ability boost. And then I gain an additional lore feat, and I'm trained in the Pathfinder Society lore skill. Don't know what that last part means, but most of it makes sense.
We'll get into that once we get
Gotta
there.
be good.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the budding Osirion. Sorry, I'm gonna always mispronounce that. Sorry.
Syrianologist.
Yeah, that.
Oh, look at that.
The secret buried in the seemingly endless sands of the nation of Osirion have long intrigued you, even though you've never actually visited the nation. Someday you hope to correct that. Choose 2 ability boosts. One must be to dexterity or intelligence, and one is a free ability boost. You gain the Terran Stalker Rebel feat, and you're trained in ancient Osirion lore.
Cool.
So
So basically, you get like 4 little things from your background: 2 ability boosts and 2 like basically feats.
yes.
Yeah, I think I was gonna go with that one too.
You as well.
Yeah.
Budding or Syrianologist background. Okay. Well, only because it matches. I'm just gonna take it because it just matches my ancestry. I will be going with the Goblin Renegade background. You have been working with gang of Goblin Burgers, but that new leader was no good. It took a lot of guts to stand up to him, but you survived. Not without harm. Now you're stuck with the Longshanks, but maybe you can get back at the old boss. Choose 2 ability boosts. One must be Dex or Charisma, and one is free ability. You gain Quick Repair feat, and you're trained in Criminal Lore skill. I'm free, but you're criminals. I'm free to be criminal. So, that's what I take. And that's it. As I return back to my previous voice. Nah.
Ooh, ha, ha.
Welcome back.
So I'm looking for payback.
right.
I'm a pyromaniac looking for payback.
Looking for payback. That's what this is all about.
This is going to be a dreadfully dangerous
Nah.
group.
not that it's super important, but I am picking human as my ancestry.
Human? Okay.
Human.
Yep.
Thank you for the update, because that will help me as I recorrect the one overlay that we're not on yet. I appreciate that. Human wizard, elf rogue, dwarven barbarian, goblin alchemist.
Well, it's a good thing this particular adventure doesn't focus on diplomacy. I think we're okay.
Hulk smash.
What's diplomacy?
You know, if you were half orc, you could be green, and then that would work.
True that.
All right. So next we've got that. So next is our class, and I think we've kind of already got that hashed out for everyone.
Barbarian flies into a rage on the battlefield, smashing foes with abandon.
Sweet.
Sounds like something you
Okay.
can do every day.
How do you want to start the ability score stuff now, Nathan, or do you want to?
Yeah.
wait
Let's.
until we pick them?
Yeah. That starts with ancestry. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's fill in our character sheet, or I guess you can even keep it in a scratch pad on the side what you take. But your ancestry gave you an ability boost. In 2 things. In two abilities. In 3 abilities.
3 abilities.
Yeah, so the abilities start at 10 across all of them.
Unless
And then you apply the boost based on your ancestry.
so
Is it just
basically,
one?
yeah. So basically, any boost that you get, if you look at the table on page 12, any boost you get, you add 2 to that ability score. The ability flaw is -2 from that ability score. So all the races except for human have a flaw. So humans only get 2 ability score, and they're free.
So, like the goblin gets dexterity, charisma, and free. So I have to do dex, charisma, and a free, another one of my choice.
I do not think you can pick Dex or Charisma, though.
That's right. You can't stack them
It's one or the other.
for the
Yeah.
ancestry. Now,
Well, mine
Yeah.
is both of those things.
Yeah.
well, you take, yeah.
So So you get a bonus. So for goblins, so we'll take Luke as an example.
Yep.
Your goblin should now have a 12 dexterity,
Mhm.
12 charisma,
Yep.
and should have an 8 wisdom.
8 wisdom. Yep.
And then you have a free that you can put in, I believe, strength and
Yeah, one of the other
Intelligence,
three.
One of
your
the other
choice.
ones.
Okay.
One of the
Yes.
other ones.
So once everything's done, save for human, everyone's going to have 3 stats at 12 and 1 stat at 8.
yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, so I can't stack that on the ones I already took. So like I could bump my intelligence up to 12.
Yes.
And I can't. Okay, and then I also I bump up 2 other ones, right? According to my background.
No, yes.
Or are we not there yet?
I
Yeah.
think we do that. We can do that now, or we can wait until you do your class 1 too.
Yeah, so yeah, you would. Yeah, we can do the background as well. So you pick your class, and then once that's
So
done,
your
the background can then add to those that have already been boosted by
your class,
by the ancestry.
if you
Yeah,
on the same,
I said class, but
your class has an ability score.
Key ability score.
That's key ability score. You get a boost in that.
Okay, that's
So
great actually.
How many?
that's 2. Boost is always 2, unless you have an 18.
All right.
So
If you have an 18, it's 1, but be aware that during character creation, you cannot go above 18.
Okay. So
so at this point, one of our main stat will actually be 14.
Yes.
Okay.
Ideally.
I took my free ability boost and put it in intelligence, and then my alchemist gives me a key ability score of intelligence. So I am now at a 14 in intelligence.
Correct.
And then it says secondary ability scores.
Those are ability scores that are also important for your class. You did not get a boost in them. They're just there as a,
To tell me.
hey, these
Right.
are also important. Consider putting your freeze in these.
Oh, you know what? Maybe then I should put. If I spread it out, I could put my 1 free one in Constitution. I can.
Yeah. You can
Right.
do that.
I might do that. I might make that a 12, and then make my intelligence back down to a 12, and then we're even.
When you boost or flaw is always by 2.
Yes. So it sounds
Okay.
like.
yes,
Yeah, it's always 2.
until you hit 18. but
Until you're 18, and then it's only 1. And during character creation, you cannot go above
And so what's the free? Just that's 2
Whatever.
for something.
whatever something you haven't adjusted already
Oh.
for that section. So
yeah, are
each
you
section,
looking at ancestry? Teresa, are you looking at your ancestry? Is that
I don't know.
for the elf?
Yeah,
Well, you would
the
get-
elf. Yeah.
Yeah, so +2 dex, +2 intelligence, and then you get +2 in another ability that isn't your dex, intelligence, or constitution. So you can essentially boost your strength, your wisdom, or your charisma.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I just needed to.
So for Barbarian, since Dexterity is a secondary ability score, it's suggested that you put some points into that. Like maybe that should be my free stat as opposed to Strength.
yes. The secondary ability scores listed are just suggestions. but
Well,
these
strength
are
is your
important
key,
for this class.
So if you had to choose between dex and strength,
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah, that's
deciding
kind of
if I should be maybe a more agile Barbarian or if I should just be a brick. I like the idea of being a brick. I'm gonna do that. Okay.
Sorry
right,
if there's a
everyone
little
has
noise
their
in the
ancestry
background. It's
sorted?
my washer and dryer. Apologize for that.
Everybody have their ancestry and classes done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Goblin. 3 things up, 1 thing down, and then
So,
your class gives you 1 more up.
yes.
Okay.
And then your background. You can take your bonuses for your background.
So
I believe in this case it says one must be a dexterity, intelligence, and the free. The free can also be one of those 2.
Oh, nice.
So if you want, it just you must take a dexterity or intelligence in my case, but your other one can be whatever. So
I have to
if you-
take Dex or Charisma. I'm gonna take Dex, and then my strength. My strength does not matter. Dem has the strength. He's the one using. I could, but see, the thing is, this is a good time. You can take your 8 stat and bring it back to a 10, right, and get rid of that negative.
yeah, you could.
No, I'm
Teresa, did you get your class
What'd you say, Dom?
recorded?
I'm not
No.
charismatic in real life. I'm not going to be charismatic in this game.
You don't.
Gosh,
What'd you
I
say?
should Stop talking.
No, I'm just looking at stuff. I hate making characters.
Luke, did you see my message to you in Zoom?
Okay, so once you have the ancestry, go down to your class and
I
your
am.
key ability, which is probably Dex for Rogue.
Probably.
But
It
you
wouldn't
add 2
change,
to that.
That's why. Okay. I'll update that. Thank you, Dom.
Just
I don't
going
know.
slower.
It was really messing up. I don't know if there's a Pathfinder directory. Oh, there is. Of course, there is.
Yeah, there has to be.
Yeah. Okay. It's changed now. I don't know if that will happen on my main screen, but it is changed.
I'll refresh it, but I got to keep watching your freaking ads on this thing now.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should be. You sold out.
I don't make any money at all. It actually costs me more money. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I put my extra boost into dexterity between that and charisma. I'm not worrying about charisma. That's the rogue or wizard's job. Unless you think it should be the goblin's job. I don't know. The angry. I don't know if it should. But I don't know the last one though. That's tough. I don't think.
So you also are we all caught up to background?
Yeah, I'm just trying to pick my free boost. I think I'm gonna make it intelligence and go with it. There, I'm good.
Teresa, you got your background set up too?
Sure.
And that's the for me. Okay, that Pathfinder hopeful. So I'm sorry, I got distracted with something. What do I do stat wise with that?
If you look, it should list a free, I think, and a something you have to choose between.
Okay, so one must be strength or intelligence. That's going to be strength, and then if one is free, I can actually put that into dexterity.
Correct.
And then the lower stuff, we haven't hit that yet, right?
No. So you also, once everybody's caught up that far, Teresa, you're caught up, right?
I guess. I think
Did
so.
you Did you do the Dex intelligence and a free one for your background?
Yeah.
Okay. So you also get 4 boost to apply as you like. So
All of us?
all of you. So this is detailed on page 19. The step to getting your ability scores.
Oh, and the step-by-step, yeah.
Yeah. So
Abilities.
you get 4 free ability bonuses at the end. You're actually supposed to apply your class last, but and you can't stack them, obviously. So basically, you get to pick
Individually.
4 more that you want to increase. For myself, I'm picking dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, and intelligence. Wisdom and charisma, yeah.
So strength, dexterity. I'm guessing Constitution will make up my health.
Yeah.
What's the difference with intelligence and wisdom?
Intelligence is more. Intelligence tells you it's a tomato. Wisdom tells you don't put tomatoes in fruit salad.
That's a
Pretty
good
good,
analogy.
That's
That's
very
Kurt.
perfect. I did right up the board, right in the middle. I did wisdom to make it a 10. Intelligence and dexterity are now 16s, and my constitution's a 14. So I basically left strength at a 10 and charisma at a 12, which are my lows, which aren't bad. There's no negatives in my stat array at this point, which I'm happy with.
So you can use that 4 to anything.
Yeah, so you just can't stack them. So
it just has to be 1 to anything.
2.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Building in all even numbers, right?
Ideally, you should be able to have an 18 if you so desire at this point.
So one, okay.
I was tempted.
So on your mod little checklist, once everything is, you know what? No, never mind. I don't want to get too confused. I don't want to mix up my words. Forget it.
If you have questions, man.
Questions
think
is fine.
They will
I've
be
only
all-
gone through this stuff once, so my knowledge is not perfect.
They will all be even numbered stats at this point. There will be no odd numbers, which makes it easy.
Yes.
The mods might be odd, but the
Yeah, for sure.
actual scores will be even numbers. Which is cool. 3 boosts in the beginning, 1 negative. 2 boosts from your background, and then 4 additional boosts as, not stackable, but
And
across
then-
the board.
Yeah.
And then 1 boost for your class.
And 1 for your class. Yep. That's okay. Makes sense.
So 10 total.
Sounds right.
There's some
10
specific-
total boost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or 9 if you're taking your -1 to a 0.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. That's what I was looking
That's not
for.
that ant roll. Oh, that was pretty bad.
You did a roll. How'd it go?
Mine says little down arrow. Maybe I didn't do it right.
Haha, I like that.
No.
It looks good.
Did I seriously roll 2 4s in a row? Okay, I did. I was like, what? See, Dem, now you're going to be able to watch me get bugged by the system.
You actually
Yeah.
rolled.
Now you're
You
gonna see
actually
what it's
rolled 2 1s in a row, my friend. That's
Yeah.
why the down is, because you rolled a 1.
Oh, yeah.
If you roll when the seconds are on an even number or a
Damn,
prime
roll-
number.
Dem rolled a natural 20, and I rolled 2 natural 1s. You passed the curse to me.
Welcome to roll 20.
See,
Good
yep.
roll 20.
Nathan, this is going to be poetic justice for us. 'cause
It
now
is.
this-
Shut
Yeah.
up.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
watch him suffer.
Oh, it's going to be glorious.
So,
All right. Yeah. Does everyone have their boosts? Or are we still kind of plotting here?
I think I'm all set.
we should, now you have to go through your class and apply anything that applies there.
Very descriptive.
So,
What page is that?
What page would be there?
well, if you have the rulebook PDF, you can open the bookmark thing and you can go right to it.
And what was it called?
Hmm?
What was the next thing?
You pretty much have to go to your class and apply any
Oh.
like,
Right to the class itself? Okay.
yeah,
Playing an alchemist.
you're basically your class features.
Alright, playing an alchemist. During combat, you lob bombs at your foes and heal your enemies, supporting the rest of the party. High levels. You toughen your body using mutagens. Cool. I'm gonna be a mutant turtle goblin.
I have a deep-seated well of anger, hatred, and frustration. Oh my god, I'm playing myself.
It's the Dem I know from college. Or is it the one I know now still? I don't know.
I haven't changed.
Knowledge and experience about alchemical items related to secrets like poisons and diseases. Downtime you spend in alchemical lab brewing elixirs, making bombs, furthering your alchemical knowledge. Hit points, 8+ con mod. That's easy. Whatever those are. Hit points. 8 plus
Six
my
plus-
con. I have 10 hit points. Hooray! There has to be a way to enter it somewhere, which I don't see. At least the character sheet is. I'm not sure what RP is.
The character sheet is. I'm not sure. Okay, I see. I'm not sure what RP is either on this character sheet, honestly.
Hero points 1 out of 1. It says. I'm not sure how to enter my HP. It says hit point total. Oh wait, hit points. Maybe if I did.
Under proficiencies is a tab for feats if you have a feat that you get.
Well, I guess I should explore the character sheet a little bit more because, well, I don't need to do the hit points right away. Maybe I find something else to put it in there. Perception. So like it says proficiencies. It says perception is trained. So I would go to perception wherever that is.
That's a feat.
Oh, it's a feat.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a skill, huh?
It is not a skill.
Okay, but I have trained, so I have a 1 in it. Saving throws, expert in fortitude and expert in reflex.
Those are on the side, and the top. Like I said, feet are on the bottom. If you click the feet tab, it'll go to that.
Oh, I see.
So for
Equipment.
barbarian, under percent, so my feat is expert.
I'm sending me messages here.
Be on page 52.
Trained in will. Alright. Expert in fortitude and reflex and trained in will. So awesome at those first two and okay in the last one. Trained in a number of skills equal to 2 plus your intelligence modifier. Oh, okay, so you move 2 plus int, so I have 5 skills that are trained. Okay.
2 plus your intelligence modifier, so mine is 4. So
I better be trained in thievery.
That.
Thievery seems like a thing.
I'm gonna be trained in diplomacy, since diplomacy is cool.
I better also make sure that crafting's one of them, or else I'm going to be a useless alchemist. And so, like, right now I picked acrobatics, crafting, medicine, survival, and thievery. Maybe not survival, though. Maybe stealth? That might be good. Rock knife.
1, 2, 3.
Wow, I rolled a 6. I am rolling terrible already.
I'm gonna take this.
Oh, that's cool how you can click on the person's name. Like not Xarcara. You need a wizard, you need an actual name. I just need 2 more character names there. Alright.
With my perception.
Oh wow, so you can just click on all these things for everything. Okay, so skills. I did my skills. Weapons. Trained in simple weapons. Trained in alchemical bombs. So under weapons.
Be right back, guys.
Okay. This, what did it say? It said trained in simple weapons. And it says trained in alchemical bombs, but I don't know where that's at. If it's under, it might not specifically be under proficiencies, maybe?
Yeah,
What's that?
it should be. What are you looking for?
Well, it says I'm trained in simple weapons and in alchemical bombs. So under weapons, I got the simple weapons up to trained. That's not a problem. But there's no specific alchemical bombs unless I have to make one. Maybe that's a tab I have to make.
Chemical bonds might be a feat.
Okay.
So you click on feet and you add feet,
Okay.
basically.
Okay. Awesome. I'll say it's a general for now. And trained. Bam. So if I want to roll it, it doesn't have any stats for it, but ooh, I'm a little lost, but we're gonna hang in there. Let's put this on. How's everybody doing so far? Trained in proficiencies. Trained in light armor. Perfect. And signature skills. Where are skills at? Oh.
Hey, Kurt, could you verify the chat I put in Discord just on how those ability scores are selected?
Yep.
My switch, since one of my core signature skill, Arcana, Crafting, and Medicine. I want to make sure those are all in trained.
So, plus 2 Jason with con. You also get the free for health.
There's a free one in Elf as well.
Yes. Background, Dex or Intelligence plus a free. She chose Dex, which is fine. Class is Dex. Bonus to.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. So
I gotcha.
the only thing you missed is the elf. It gets a free.
So there's 3 ability boosts and 1 penalty.
Tim, I don't know if I hear you now. You saying something?
Are you guys hearing me at all?
I hear you.
Okay.
You can edit your post.
Oh, I was gonna repost, but yeah, I'll edit that.
So what do I do with my perception? It just says expert.
I'm trying to find that out myself.
Okay.
So give me one moment.
All right. Sorry if I mentioned it a lot. I don't know if you
No,
guys have
I
been able
don't-
to hear me.
I don't. It's like a feat, but it's like not listed under the feats, and I'm trying to figure out which.
And then we just start with pretty much one spell, right? Or one skill.
No, your class. Well, I don't know. Your class should say how many skills you get. If you go to your class, on the right side of the first page of your class, where it's actually talking to it, it should have skills, and it should say training number of skills equal to something.
Oh, okay, 3 plus your intelligence modifier, so 4. All right. And then you can just pick whichever ones you want.
Yep.
Yep. And
Okay.
at the very
They
bottom,
do say at the bottom there should be signature skills. Those are suggestions. Those are things that people of your class would be expected to know, but
Okay. 'Cause some of these have like the words second and third and fourth, so I don't know if that meant you have to be that level.
I think so. On the next page.
Yeah. Okay. So
those are class feats. We'll get into that in a moment.
I can or cannot pick those right now.
If you look on go back to your character sheet. You can't pick those. Well, you can pick those now, but you can pick one. But we'll come back to that. If you look on your character sheet, there's skills listed,
Yes.
and next to them they all say untrained. Click on untrained and put whatever you want of your 4 to trained.
Yep.
Those are skills.
Okay. I'm looking at something different. I'm looking at the class features, I guess.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Those are
okay.
level dependent, which I think you're going to start with a couple of them.
Yes.
And
No.
You start
okay.
with one.
Holy crap.
So, yeah, I'm trying to find perception here.
I get a familiar? I get an alchemical familiar if I choose that.
Okay.
So how far along is everyone?
I've
What do you got?
talking to me.
Yeah, what do you have? What do you have going?
Okay, so Goblin Alchemist, obviously. I don't know how to enter my hit points right now, but I guess we'll probably figure that out. I think the
You
RP
start with 8, right?
8
You
plus
start
my,
with 8
8
plus your
pl-
con.
8 plus my con. I can just type it in under the current, but I don't know how to enter it in the total area. But we can figure that out later.
Can you stack your skills?
What do you mean?
So if I have 4, can I put 2 in a certain skill?
I don't. I don't know.
I don't
Oh,
think
you
so.
go beyond trained?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think you can.
Okay.
Not during creation.
Yes, I have 10 hit
We'll
points.
look that up though.
My perception is trained, and you said perception is a sense or whatever, right? My saving throws, I'm an expert in fortitude and reflex. I'm trained in will. I have 5 skills. It's 2 plus my int. So I am trained in arcana, crafting, and medicine, which are all the signature skills. And then I also picked stealth and thievery because I figure as a renegade, goblin style, that's probably how I survived.
Sure.
Trained in simple weapons, and I'm also trained in alchemical bombs. There's not an actual, so I put trained under simple weapons and trained for light armor. I added alchemical bombs as like a feat thing, but I'm not really sure how to. I just have it listed. I'm not sure how to actually apply it in the character sheet. And that is it, except for going to like the next page where it has the table 3-1, which is alchemist
Okay.
advancement. So
Does anybody have perception as something other than trained?
I have expert.
Same
Okay.
here.
nice. And the rogue should
Okay.
probably.
So, expert basically means you have 2 perception.
Man.
I don't know how you want to. How did you add that? Did you add that to your skills?
For
For-
perception. No, it's under senses on the
Yeah, I just
top
put
right.
it expert and it popped it into.
It's right above your saving throws. It has perception and then other senses
Oh my goodness!
on the character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they keep that separate from the rest of the skills.
Because perception is used for freaking everything. You use it for initiative too.
See, since I don't know
I
a
do-
freaking thing that I'm doing, I'm just reading it all and sticking in what it tells me to.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So what she's telling you, Kurt, is she's following the directions.
You know what?
Critique number 3 coming up right here.
Why do I have to wait to page 301 to find out what the heck perception is? So there.
Indria Mountain Beard got an 11 in perception. I am gonna roll like Dookie all night. Oh my god. This is gonna be my night to...
So where do we put?
Sucks, doesn't it, Luke?
Yes, it does.
What is RP?
I think it's Renaissance points or Renaissance points.
Resonance.
Not Renaissance. Renaissance.
Resonance. Okay.
Resonance.
Resonance.
Where is RP?
Yeah.
I thought it was for roleplay. Isn't that what we're doing?
No, it's okay. So now that he says it's resonance, that makes sense.
It's up along
Resonance is used for magical items and different things.
Oh,
and ability stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Like quick alchemy cost 1 Renaissance. I can't say it.
one Renaissance.
Jeez, guys, I've never even played this and I'm having the most trouble. And I'm
Resonance
freaking-
points. RP points. It's 1 RP. I'm just gonna
You're a
say RP.
translator.
Where do I put my hit points?
I don't know how to enter them. I just made my current. That's the only
The
one.
sheet might be broken.
Yeah, it might not be working yet. And that will be some.
Yeah, put
Okay.
them in your current.
We already broke it.
Just put them in your current.
Alright, what if I don't want to?
Well, then
Write it on your arm. And pen.
Okay.
permanent marker.
Okay.
I had mine is my con. It's kind of like it's 8 plus con, so is everybody's gonna have like a basically probably a base number plus their con mod is what I'm guessing. That seems about standard.
That's what I got. I got 14.
Good. You probably should have the most, especially if you stacked it into Constitution a little bit, which is good to keep you alive, so that you can keep us alive.
Yeah, it's telling me my current hit points is 2. Yeah, one little
Kurt.
poke and I'll die.
How much? Yeah, that's what I had too. Yeah, it says 2.
that wrong.
2? I think it'll just roll over right now.
Right? Just blow on me hard. I'll fall over.
Okay, so make sure that when you fill out the top part, that you
What part?
your character, the information, make sure you put your level as 1.
No.
It's important for the way this figures things.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of things are calculated about that, right?
Yeah.
Languages are common and goblin. All right, makes sense.
Why is my strength now? But
Dark vision, baby. Bam.
No light.
Oh, if my intelligence
there's
is
a-
14 or higher, I can select one following language. Draconic, Dwarven, Null, Gnomish, Halfling, or Orcish. Ooh, what should I know? What extra language should I know, guys?
Okay, there is a. Did you guys calculate anything?
I think I'm gonna know Dwarvish.
what the Chad?
Tab.
Yeah, so on your character, when you're looking at
Oh,
character
the
sheet
tributes and
screen-
abilities, that?
Yeah.
Oh, you can actually set it if you want.
Oh.
Is that what?
If you go to creation next to your character, you can actually set what you want stuff to be.
Hmm.
You might be able to set your hit points there.
You can.
What
that
are
what
hit
they-
points
I
again?
wonder if that was the
Oh.
intent.
That's where it does it. Yep. I totally missed that tab. So it adds it up.
So they must intend you to. Whoever created this must intend us to use that. So.
Excuse me, by the way. And it has all these boosts. Class name, okay. Boost, hit points, skills. I think I had 5.
Do we have to add hit points?
So the hit points are just you get a fixed number of hit points from your character class, it's on the right hand side with your skills, like what skills you get,
I think she got.
and then you just add your con modifier.
Yeah, mine was 8 plus con, so I have 10.
Do not put your hit points in twice. It will.
Yes, I see that.
It will be.
Yeah, it's 10.
There's 2 hit point spots.
Do you get hit points for your ancestry too, or do you just get hit points for your?
I think. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm gonna look.
Ancestry feats. At first level, you gain 1 ancestry feat, and you gain an additional ancestry feat every 4 levels thereafter. Oh, wow. Razor teeth. Your teeth are formidable weapons. You gain a Jaws unarmed attack that deals D6 piercing damage. Oh gosh, I almost have to take that one. Eat anything.
I do not see hit points on the ancestry.
So I
Once
think
I've
you
looked
only
at it.
get it for class. That must be a mistake. So unless you have an ancestry feat that grants you hit points, that might be why that's there.
We'll do ancestry feat. We're gonna refill that up. Burn it. Fire.
Oh,
feat.
You get
yeah.
to
I have to do burn
you
it.
get to pick an ancestry feat.
That
We'll
shows
get
it
to
for
that
me.
in a minute.
See where you put your hit points in.
You do or do not.
Do not.
Very top left, top left corner of your character sheet where it says character on one tab and creation on the other. If you click on the creation, you can. There's two different HP spots. You only want to use one.
Got it.
If you put your base in there, it'll add it to what your con total is, and you should be good.
Oh, put the base in?
I think that's what I did. I put 8 in, and it gave me a total of 10.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it did.
Okay, good. I'm looking at my ancestry feats. The first one is called Burn It. Fire fascinates you.
Oh, jeez. Good thing you're a pyro, then.
I guess I have to take. There's so many good ones, though. Rough Rider. Oh, gosh. Junk Tinkerer.
Okay. Arcane spellcasting. Arcane focus. Arcane school. Arcane.
Burn
So
it.
I have to do all the arcane baloney.
I'm just going to copy paste all that in there somewhere.
So with the ancestry feats, you just gain an ancestry feat at level 1.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and then additional at every 4, and that's separate from whatever the class is giving.
And that's a level 1. Your spells and alchemical items that deal fire damage gain a conditional bonus damage equal to half the spell's level or item's level, minimum of 1. You also gain +1 conditional bonus to any persistent fire damage you deal, whether it's from a spell or not. So basically I can add +1 damage if I throw like a firebomb of some sort right now.
Okay, so looking at the rogue, when you get class features, they automatically start with several, right? The finesse striker, sneak attack.
Yeah, they finesse striker,
Surprise
sneak
attack.
attack, surprise attack.
And then the rogue feat, so you get to pick one.
Mm-hmm.
What did you end up picking? Or have you picked yet?
I haven't picked anything.
Okay. And then you get skill feats. One at first level. Now that's specific to the class, right? Skill
Yes.
feats? Or the rogue feats are specific. Skill
Yeah, I
feats
get
are
a
more
rogue
general.
feat, I get a skill feat, I get... So how many feats do I get?
So you get one for your ancestry, which we can get to. You also get, I believe you also get one for your class, and that's class. So,
Yeah, I get a rogue feat.
Traits too.
Yeah, and there's 4 first level rogue feats to pick from. Well, that's nice. It's
Every level you gain, yeah. So you get to go do and pick any feat that says 1 next to feat 1.
That's on page 121.
For me, it's on 138. It should be for the back part of your class.
So bludgeoner, nimble dodge, trap finder, and you're next. So the nimble dodge and you're next, those are reactionary feats.
Yeah, because you get 3 actions and 1 reaction per round, right?
Yeah.
So it's like an attack.
So there's
of
symbols
opportunity.
that identify what's an action, what's a free action, or I'm sorry, a reaction.
Yeah, the reaction is the arrows for both sides. The free action is the not filled in arrows.
Stop posting burn it, you burning monkey.
I'm sorry, I'm
Burn.
trying to figure out how to do it. Sorry, Kurt.
Yeah, Bernie McBurn monkey.
There it
Let's
is.
see. So at level 1, I get ancestry feat. I get arcane focus, arcane school, arcane spellcasting,
Trying to know where
background, which is
Dark
proficiency,
vision.
and the spellbook.
I just gotta find a place to type some extra stuff in. Oh, I guess buffs. I guess buffs is a good place to do. Maybe.
Sounds pretty good.
I can't tell if this is. It feels like there's more narrow focus on options to pick for these classes as opposed to if you were just to use the SRD for Pathfinder.
Yeah, it's
So
very
we are kind of stumbling through it.
it's very like feats are specific to classes. Also, I don't get a class feat at level 1, so let me verify that you do.
I do.
I only get my ancestry feat.
There's nowhere to actually put all this stuff.
Oh, I
Yeah.
get.
The feat, if you click on feat, you can add
It
feat.
says, wizard at every level you gain a wizard feat.
At every level I gain. Every level you gain a wizard feat. Select one of the feats. But at the top it says on the chart for progression, a class feat is not listed. Level 1, ancestry feat, arcane focus, arcane school, arcane spellcasting background, initial proficiency, spellbook.
Oh,
Level 2, skill feat,
because-
wizard feat. Level
Weapons.
3, second level spells, general feat, skill increase.
Okay.
Level
Go back
4,
to
skill
the
feat,
class.
wizard feat. So,
At level 2, you gain a wizard class feat, and gain another at
level 4.
level 4.
I do not gain one at level 1.
Interesting. So that paragraph that says
Is
wizard feats, at every level you gain a wizard feat.
I think it means that every level that you gain a wizard feat, there's a comma missing.
Oh, every level that
That's
you
important.
gain, every level.
That you gain a wizard feat.
I got
is-
it.
Yeah,
I got what it's saying.
Yeah. So,
At every. Okay.
yeah.
It's the emphasis.
Yeah.
At is the emphasis. Okay.
I'm grabbing a drink real quick, but I can still hear you all. But I am traveling into the unknown territory of 5 young children, so
Oh, good luck.
Tread carefully.
I'm more worried about your eardrums. Eardrums might have a thing to say about it. Okay.
All right. Anyone else want to kind of chat about what their character is? What you've got going?
So I'm looking at ancestry feat since I get that. I'm going to be a evoker because fire is cool.
Yes.
A lot
of
I haven't picked a focus yet. I'm still looking at that. I'm gonna have to go through spells.
Did you say you were a
gotta do
human?
lot.
Yes, I am a human.
Did you get a name yet for your character?
I am not.
Okay.
I will probably use a fantasy. I don't like this character sheet
Uktar.
because it's there's too many places to get lost in it. Is there a different character sheet? Seriously. Or
I think this is the only one I saw so far, but
okay,
we can always check.
that's fine. I'll deal with it. It's
If
just
it comes down to it, you know, just write it down on paper.
It's-
Unless
right.
You need to get your
because
numbers in there
you have
for
to enter all the
rolling.
feat stuff by hand, and
Yes.
it just.
Like I'm not gonna do all the stuff in there. I just put my ancestry feat in there, and I know what I have to do. Like, basically, it's a small thing, right? But
Yeah, if I have to write shit down, I will. Sorry, I swore. But
Oh wow, that's a lot of detail on the feet, isn't it?
so adapted spells to multiple magical. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm reading aloud. Shut up.
Yeah, I would say for this character sheet, what we really need is just if you want to make rolling easier, once you have the mechanical things in place, feats, abilities, and all that other stuff, you can just keep note of it.
No.
You actually don't have to put it in the sheet, unless there's some mechanical reason to do it.
yeah,
You can set it up to keep track of the mechanical stuff in the sheet, but it just seems a little complicated.
a
That's all.
thing. That was an initiative roll. You can do initiative based on different actions, huh? That's cool. Probably depends on what you're doing at the time when the initiative is called for.
Situation where you're adept, you know, skill checks where you're untrained. Nature. I'm bothering anybody.
Just want to say hello to everybody that's here. Commander Root, Nalaz, Slowcall, and Apple Bad Apple for joining us and being with us tonight.
Is anybody currently lost?
I'm always lost.
Well, I know I got
Probably.
myself into it with the alchemist stuff. I have to pick. I basically have to just pick some alchemist things to make how I make my stuff, and I should be good to go. I don't know if I start with armor. It doesn't say I do, so I'm thinking I don't.
Yeah, does it give you any list of gear?
Yeah, I haven't done anything with my armor class or my equipment. I picked my totem, but still not 100% sure on what those do. And
Like your magical focus in its own way, right?
maybe. And I picked one barbarian feat, which I think is all I can do.
So I'm going to take natural ambition for my human ancestry. It's basically you were raised to be ambitious and always reach for the stars, causing you to progress quickly in your chosen field. And I will gain a first level class feat for my class. So I will do that.
That's good.
So Luke, you'll start with 150 silver pieces. Each character will.
Okay.
And you use that to buy your gear. I mean, really for this,
Where'd I put my gold?
for this module, you really just need your basic weapon and armor, and maybe a few dungeon crawl things.
What the?
I don't see where to put the gold actually. Oops.
Yeah, this sheet is a little bit.
Oh, on the sheet.
The sheet could be better.
Oops.
I think I'm sure they
Not
probably
hard.
they probably put it together really fast.
Yeah, it's probably gonna get an update. So we'll just make note of that. Like make note of your gear.
We have 150 silver piece each.
Oh, it's in equipment. Like if you go to the equipment tab, there's a whole list of coins.
Okay, I didn't get there yet.
There's a table with coins, and you can put the amounts in there.
Oh, equipment? Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know, I actually literally looked at it earlier and went right over it. 150 silver. All right, so Lucas needs to
Yes.
start.
Is that what everyone starts out as 150 silver points, I'm
SP?
guessing? Is that SP?
Silver pieces? Yeah.
Yep. Silver pieces.
And then we use that to buy weapons
Yep. You
and
use that to
armor.
buy weapons and armor.
So, deals your interactions. Your number of Renaissance points equal to your character level plus your intelligence modifier instead of your charisma. Oh, Renaissance is equal to a character level plus my int modifier. Oh, nice. I have 4 Renaissance points, or Renaissance. I'll never say it right. RP.
Resonant.
I'll never say it right.
It can
Resonance.
be Renaissance. It can be whatever you want it to be.
Thanks. At first level number, even number level after you getting alchemist class feat. Okay, so I get a first level 1. Page 48. So I better look at that first. Smoke bomb, quick bomb, or fire lobber. Level 7.
What do they do?
What?
You're looking at alchemist feat.
Yeah, page 47. There, you can have an alchemical familiar because you've created life, an alchemical savant. So you're training an arcana skill, which I am, and attempting to use identify magic action. I can on an alchemical item you hold. You can do so as a single action with a concentrate and manipulate traits instead of taking an hour. So I can do it real fast, like basically identify potions and other things. Also, there's fire lobber. You've learned techniques to improve your distance throwing. When you throw an alchemical bomb, it has a range increment of 30 feet instead of the usual 20. That's what I'm thinking I'll probably do. Quick bomber. You place your bombs in easy-to-reach pouches, learn how to draw them almost without thinking. When you use interact action to draw an alchemical item with a bomb trait, you can draw 2 bombs instead. Oh. So it's that's probably good for combat, I'm assuming. And then there's smoke bomb. Frequency is once a round. You cause the bomb to create a cloud of thick smoke in addition to its normal effects. Oh. I think for this, just so I can stay out of combat and not die, quick bomber sounds really good. Just a 30-foot range. I can stay as far back as possible.
Oh, fire lobber.
Yeah. Fire lobber.
Yeah. Who are the? Well, you've got the brick, right? He's your front man.
He's the man that goes in.
Now, do your bombs, are they area effect or do they affect a single?
I haven't got there yet, but I'm assuming so. But I have not
Just
yet
have
got
different
there.
types that you can.
Put it in the attachment file here. Alright, well, maybe I should have done that. Okay. Trying to still get all my stuff done here. Okay. So I can basically throw bombs 30 feet instead of 20. I also saw traits, but I don't know how to apply those. That was for Goblin, which says human and Goblin. So that must be traits I can pick from are both human and Goblin traits. When we get to that point. Okay.
Oh, you can pick human traits as well.
Okay.
Interesting.
So yeah, so I start. Okay, so advanced alchemy. You gain a chemical crafting feat. See page 162. Even if you don't meet the feat's prereqs, and you gain the 4 additional common first level alchemical formulas that feat grants. The list of alchemical items begins on page 360. You can use this feat to create common alchemical items as long as you have the formulas in your formula book, though their power is fleeting. Create them in 2 different ways as described below. I know it's getting complex, but I picked it. I'm going with it. So I need a new one. Crafting feat. Chemical craft. Alright. First, during your daily preparations, you can create items for which you have the formulas. Creating items this way requires 1 RP point to create a batch of alchemical items of that type with the infused trait. You select how many items are in the batch, up to half the normal maximum batch size. Oh man, it's getting confusing to me now. don't need to attempt a crafting check for this. You ignore the number of days typically required to create items of alchemical regions. You can't overspend RP points to create infused items in this way during your daily preps. Second, you can create alchemical items with a quick alchemy create action described below. So I can do this as a cost 1 RP. Must have the tools. Create a single combat item that is level lower without having to spend the normal monetary costs. And wait till the start of your next turn. Okay, so that's something like almost like making something quick in the middle of combat, and becomes inert and grants no effects. So I can do that like if I need to. Looks like I can spend like a full point in combat or something to make.
That's a resonance point.
Yeah, an RP point in combat to make something right now. But it's good to the start of your next turn. Like if I need something now, I can spend a whole point. But when I'm preparing my stuff at the beginning of the day, I have to spend a point, and I can create, looks like 4 of them when I'm prepping, like a wizard prepping his spells.
Can you do me a favor?
So you wouldn't have to spend all 4 though. You could create 3 and then reserve 1 for whatever reason. Am I thinking of that correctly?
Creating items this way requires spending 1 RP point to create a batch of alchemical items of that type with the infused trait.
Okay.
Kurt, what were we asking?
Can somebody figure out how I figure out how to gain spell points? Or resonance points?
Yes.
I said mine were based off my intelligence plus my level. That was for... That was under Alchemist. So for Wizard...
So it's probably going to be...
You should put it in the sidebar without all the other like quick stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to find.
It doesn't say
You
specific.
get whoa!
Good one.
Someone
It's
hurt
better going
themselves.
down than coming up.
Better in the attic than the basement.
Must be. Must be a barge coming through. What? Kurt.
You gain resonance points, Kurt?
How?
I think they're almost.
Huh?
How?
They gotta be.
See,
enough.
I have places for these, and I need to use spell points for one of my powers, but I don't know how to figure out how to gain them. Or...
Well, you have a spells per day, right?
That's not the same thing that I'm talking about.
Okay. So these are. Oh, I see. You learn augmented summon stars, which you can cast at the cost of 1 spell point. I think your spell points are your spell slots, maybe. Okay, you gain a pool of spell points you can spend to cast school powers. School powers only by spending points, not by using spell slots. Okay, so they are absolutely different. Your maximum number of spell points is equal to your key ability modifier. You regain all your spell points when you prepare your spells. Okay.
So my spell points are 4. Okay, what about resonance points?
I just happened to come across mine. I had something that was called.
You may not. Does everyone get resonance?
Mine specifically said on my page. On the second page, it said studied resonance. Knowledge rather than personality fuels your interactions. So it says maximum number of RP points is equal to your character level plus your intelligence modifier instead of your charisma. So that makes me think that
everybody gets resonance because you use resonance for a lot of the magical items now.
So what that tells me for me reading it is the alchemist gets to do theirs based off intelligence instead of charisma, which probably means that everybody bases it off charisma unless it
Okay,
says
so everyone
otherwise.
has some.
Unless it says otherwise.
Where did you find that? In what section?
Page 45 for the alchemist.
Is that your class?
Yeah.
Okay, so what part of this?
On the right side it says studied resonance.
Okay, so it's in that little blurb at the beginning.
That's how it says in mine. So
Every character has a pool of resonance points. Magic items require you to spend resonance points to activate them or wear them. Your resonance points are equal to your level plus your charisma modifier. Page 367 or 376. Okay, so. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Why would it be? Oh, it's under magic items. That's why we can't find them. Resonance points is defined under using magic items.
So, okay.
That was hidden. So if you hadn't had that in your class skill, we probably would have been wandering without it for a while.
well, anything I can do to help, because I definitely know it's not going to be my
Okay,
rolling
so
tonight.
resonance points is important but hidden.
Just like
I think
in the fifth
this
edition.
is par for the course for Pathfinder, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's like 5th edition layout in their book. Oh, snaps.
Yeah.
Buddy.
A 17-paragraph monster description, and the most important item is the last sentence at the last paragraph.
He's immune to everything. Oh.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to know ahead of time.
Before fighting. Oh.
Yeah, I remember
All
an
right.
instance of that.
Yeah.
Nathan.
You can have it underlined.
Page 186. I just had to pick my chemical things, and I think I would be done.
Okay, so there's some new terms. It says typically you activate items you hold and invest items you wear. Activate and invest are two different means of using the magic. So some held items need to be invested to give their full benefit, and some worn items also have activated power.
It's almost like that's why you use your charisma. You got to like warm up to the item or something.
Yeah, invest an item. You invest your energy in an item with the invested trait as you don or hold it.
Interesting.
The process requires interact actions for at least 1 minute at the exact time determined by the GM, depending on the item.
Yeah.
Oh, think I'm getting this. So this invest your lasts until your next daily preparation or until someone else activate or invests the item. So it's kind of like if you were decked out with 17 different magic items, right? At level 1, you could only use 4. Is what I think is the.
It's part of it. It's
behind it.
also you can't just pick up somebody's magical shit and use it.
Yeah.
That's magical.
I do that to my
that's magical
dog
poop,
all the time.
Kurt. Magical poop.
Magical poop. This is family friendly. Didn't you take that background?
No one took that background. We just threw that right out the window instantly.
Family friendly. Go on.
Oh crap!
We need to get some Teresa camera. I'm sad I don't get to see her face.
No one wants to see this ugly mug, so it's just fine.
Yeah.
Oh, we missed you. We all missed you.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever.
We'll just play it the route.
I'm gonna take counter spell. As my feet. So whoever keeps clicking on my character sheet, please stop it.
Oh, I was clicking on everyone's sheet for a while.
Every time you click on a character sheet when I'm trying to type something, my character sheet jumps and then it's like, well.
So you can see my character sheet.
I
You might want to give that a look to make sure I got everything in there right.
I just gotta pick
The
4
beard.
formulas.
All right, I'm gonna check out the mountain beard.
And let me know, Teresa and Kurt, when you get your character names. Savvy.
I'll just do Fayt. It works.
Oh, that makes it easy.
Mm-hmm.
I do that. I like it.
Makes it easy for everybody.
Kurt will be the last one. I'm waiting on that, but otherwise, that's fine. We might not use that first screen that much anyway. All right, so I have to pick 4 first-level alchemical items that I know how to make.
So I wonder in the sheet where do you put the armor class.
What do you mean?
There's an armor class section, but it looks like the only thing I can put in is a resistance and a weakness.
I think
So-
it actually
So
put my armor in.
you can add equipment
Under equipment.
Yeah.
under equipment, and then there is spots in there that you can change.
I think it actually added my stuff up, but I'm not sure because it went up.
Oh, it did. Yeah, I see. The Mountain Beard has AC 11.
Mine's 14.
What is Scale Mail? Is it plus? Oh wow.
Scale mail is a +3.
Oh, right there, +3 AC bonus.
I don't know what TAC is.
And now
Oh,
I
but
need
you
to
are.
figure
But you're trained. You're trained in this, right?
I believe so, yeah.
I think if you
So-
change that trained, because that's technically a -2 if you're untrained.
So I switched it to train. My AC is 12.
This still seems too low.
Armor type? What if we do medium armor? It's armor. It's equipped. I'm trained in it. Level 1. Maybe 0 out of 10 uses?
Well, what is the level? Is that? What is that?
I'm not sure.
That
Doesn't-
is the like skills of trained is 1, expert is 2, and so on and so forth.
No, because it has because he changed the proficiency to trained.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to figure out how to get the AC bonus applied to the total.
Oh, okay.
Do I just-
Because
Should I-
it's taking his proficiency and his dex,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not adding the actual armor bonus.
Level,
Maybe that needs to be the NUM, maybe?
quantity, bulk.
Number. Oh, maybe.
Nope.
Or that's just how many
So
you're
if
carrying. Yeah, that's how many
okay,
you're
so
carrying.
I don't know what you're looking at, but if you go to purpose, where it purpose, you can switch it to armor. Or
Yeah, that's already done. I have it
Okay.
set as equipped. It's armor, it's medium armor, and it's trained.
It's trained armor, armor type, medium
There's
armor.
mods. There's the mod.
Make sure that you have one. That you
Yes,
the amount
3.
you-
I mean,
Yeah, like
no, make sure
not
that
meant to do that. I have 3 layers of scale mail on.
Perfect.
yeah. So you have to put on top where it says name, level, num, bulk. Make sure you have something in number.
I have
Because
1.
So
What?
that should fix it.
Yep,
Nope.
he's got 1.
What are we looking
Fix
at?
it for mine. Hold on, let me look at your sheet.
Yeah, fix it. Fix it.
So you have it.
So I have the
equipped,
same-
you mean, and trained. Did you fix?
I think I have everything pretty much right.
Because if this is all correct, then that would mean that I pretty much have the same armor class bonus as a rogue, which just doesn't sound right.
Hold on. Proficiency is what I'm looking for. See, here's your problem. Click on proficiencies, which is above your equipment and attacks. You should correct all that. That might fix it.
The unarmored, light armor, medium armor.
Yeah.
Right. What is okay? So, I think I just got to buy some equipment, and I'm set. I didn't write everything down for my 4 formulas, but I can make acid flask, alchemist fire, antidote, and arsenic,
Skip the
just to keep up on where Luke has been.
Did
for-
you get his? I'm looking at Teresa's sheet, and it's doing the same as Dem's.
What?
It's not capturing the armor bonus. What is studded leather? A plus
It's a 2.
3?
2.
Plus 2?
Mhm.
Odds.
Okay, if you want to make it correct.
I do.
That'd be very nice.
Hold on.
So studded leather.
Well, why is it not?
I'm gonna buy that for 30 gold.
Hold on.
That's a light
You
armor.
have scale mail. You have a +4 dex cap. +3 AC bonus.
-1 check penalty.
-2 check penalty. Oh, you have scale mail here. No.
So what does numb mean in the armor?
How many of that you have?
Oh,
Yeah, I think it's for calculating bulk.
Like if you had 5 daggers, you'd put like 5.
there is a bulk stat too, though.
No, what is bulk?
Bulk it tells, because some of my stuff is 1, and
Um,
another thing, like my dagger says L.
It has a
Maybe
small
light.
object or no to light bulk.
Maybe light to like 1 encumbering on up. That's what I took it as anyway.
Bulk is something else.
Yeah, so the bulk, rather than doing weight,
They're doing
I think they have weight, but bulk is your character can only have so much bulk on them,
it's like an abstract
and
number.
it's a different. Yeah, it's more abstract, but like, so weapons will have certain bulk. Like pole arm may have much more bulk than than a sword, but it may not weigh all that much more. That kind of thing.
Oh,
I
here's a
almost
problem.
got some stuff in here.
It's +3, right?
Scale mail?
Yeah. Make your level 3. No? Did that not fix it?
Doesn't look like it.
I made my level 1 for my studded leather armor, right? Because I'm level 1.
Yeah, that's what I made on mine.
It says I don't have a place to put in my actual AC bonus or dex cap or anything. Or my check.
Well, this
bonus.
may be something we just want to make note of.
Yeah.
We can't figure this out.
Because yeah, I think my AC is 13, but my studded leather would technically give me a +2.
Let me
Right.
see.
So I got to put it as equipped and as armor.
So, if you go into attributes and abilities, you can go down to AC. TAC.
Attributes
you
and
can-
abilities.
Yeah, and you can change it to whatever you want.
Wait, where's that at?
At the
In
top.
that,
Is that?
I mean, you can make it right.
Luke, you were calling it the creation tab
No,
earlier.
not that tab.
What's
That's like within the character sheet itself. So it's the top
Oh.
tabs, bio info, character sheet.
Oh, I
and,
see. There's a little.
The
I
attributes
see.
and abilities, you can adjust things there.
Oh yeah. Which you don't.
I don't.
You're not supposed
this-
to. You're not supposed to
This,
have to.
This sheet is jank. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, it is.
We need to. Let's see. Can we like send our feedback to the
Yes.
whoever created it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to mess
Okay.
around with that too much. I just put it under AC miscellaneous.
Okay.
Let's see if that works.
So
Yeah.
I guess so under attributes and abilities, I want to add my armor class to AC. If it's
Mhm.
not
AC
somewhere.
proficiency. I don't want to.
AC maybe AC change.
Yeah. The only thing we're not getting is the actual armor, but it's actually calculating the proficiency and the ability modifier.
I feel like by the time we're done with this, it's going to be 10 o'clock.
Kinda.
I know this is kind of brutal.
Let's just go all in. Who cares?
Well, I know what armor I have.
If you know what
Okay.
your armor class is supposed to be, as far
Yeah,
as
let's
that
just
goes,
make
we don't,
note
Yeah,
of it.
we don't
I
have to
know what my
roll
armor
up or
class
anything.
is.
Just screw it.
I'm just going to buy
Yeah.
an armor and a weapon or two, right? And then we'll go from there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me go find
I
some.
need a minute, guys. I'll be back in just a moment.
Never. I'm trained in simple weapons and bombs. All right.
Well, AC change didn't do anything, so I'm just going to switch my AC from 12 to 15.
In the attributes. Okay, I see.
And it still didn't change it.
Yeah, I okay. You know, right?
Oh, there it goes. Finally.
Which one did you use specifically?
I just switched it's the AC field. So I just changed 12 to 15 based on my scale mail.
Where's that say it in there? Oh, AC
It's like
field?
halfway down.
Okay.
It just says AC.
Okay.
You have 3 of them: AC miscellaneous, AC change, and then AC.
Okay.
That's what
I
put
did
it.
too then.
So
I'm not gonna mark it there. That's fine. Yep. AC is 15. I'm not sure what TAC is. Oh, touch armor class. That's touch armor class is what it is, I think. Yeah, TAC would be touch armor class bonus. So that I actually get a 0 for mine.
Nathan, did the rest of my character sheet look fine?
Check penalty is -1.
Yeah, I think so. We got all the stats we need to.
Yeah. Okay. I'm doing scale mail. I'm a wharf flail, and I want to have spiked gauntlets too.
What's your main weapon?
War flail.
Oh, all right. A D10 bludgeoning. All right.
And then if someone gets sassy with me, I just backhand them with my spiked gauntlets. I'm going to call those my sass gauntlets.
Sassy gauntlet.
Gives you meaning to love tap.
Oh, that's why.
So
the
who
faces-
has the sassy pants?
That's why the faces went all crazy. Kurt actually dropped out of the Zoom chat, didn't he? Oh,
No,
someone
he's still there.
Someone turned their camera off and turned it back on. That's what happened.
I think that was Nathan.
Huh?
I think your camera shut off for a second. Sounds like it might have
Oh,
messed
did I
with-
mess up? Did I mess up something?
It's fine.
Well,
It's fine. I
I
just
think
got
I have everything pretty much. If someone wants to look mine over really quick, I wrote my AC and went down. At least good enough to play, I suppose.
good enough to pay, good enough to play. All right. There. Fix that. I need to buy a couple weapons, which I hopefully don't ever have to use. That means we're in big trouble if I'm using a melee weapon.
Can we use you as a melee weapon? You know, just throw you at someone and you start biting?
Yeah, let me put on my spike gauntlet. Human-sized spike gauntlet. And then I'll just like stick that. Ah!
Falcon punch.
Oh my gosh, precious. Be annoying. That's anybody who watches any streams regularly will always hear me yelling at the cat, letting her in and out constantly. And yeah. Long
How do
spear.
people put up with it?
Very easily. Punt.
Punt. You just need to just
I'll be right
take
back.
the screen out of your window and you can just toss her out.
Right.
It's right there next to you.
She'll
So
land
we-
on her feet, maybe.
Are we thinking we're about ready?
I think so.
I think so. I mean,
Okay.
really, all we need is armor class, weapons, hit points, a few abilities. Kurt.
Yeah. Having Kurt would be nice.
Nah.
Yeah.
We can go without Lucas. Nobody likes him.
Yeah, he's just a goblin.
Yeah.
Kurt has 6 hit points. Poor guy.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You know what?
he's
My
squishy like
AC
usual.
My AC just swapped back to 12.
It's
Wonder
fun
now.
lifting a 100-pound dog up and putting her on her
Yeah.
I
back.
think the sheet could.
Sheen.
The sheet needs work, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it still needs work. But
Should
it's
use
still in
Nathan's
early
sheet.
phases.
Sheet.
If we're going alpha, beta, and release, what's the definition of before alpha? That's where it feels like this is. That might be a little too harsh.
It's a dev release. If it's just a dev build at that point.
Also, oh no, we're all gonna die.
Can I take a long spear?
Some products released make their dev builds available for download or in source control. That's what you would have to be.
Well, let's just... All right, let's go back to equipment. Stud leather, that doesn't matter. This is going to be a mace. We'll make it easy. I'm a level 1. I have 1 of those, and the bulk of it is 1. It's equipped, right? Or carried. I think it's going to have to be equipped. Purpose is... Oops. Purpose is weapon. And then I don't have any place where it shows stats that you can add in. So you can just click a button. That's what I'm not sure of. It's like, where's all the stuff I can fill in? It doesn't seem to have it yet, but
Yeah.
we know.
Yeah, I'm gonna be keeping my character sheet up for these fight. The actual like Pathfinder one. I'm keeping that up. So I'm probably gonna be looking at it a lot.
They have it separated out into attacks, which is the next tab over. You have to add your attacks manually.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh man. Oh, geez.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
We can still type them in if we don't want to go that far, because if you have to type a roll in, it's the bottom right corner in that box there, and you just type /R space and then like write 1d6 plus whatever, and hit enter.
Yeah, that's why Luke and I decided, because I had a character sheet just done in Google Drive that we could use.
We should have probably used it.
Although it doesn't have resonance points. But I mean, this way, right? We get the advantage of clicking on the ability and getting a roll. So that's once they get this perfected, it'll be pretty nice.
Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I was doing rolls and I was doing it in the Twitch chat, and it's like an unrecognized command. I'm like, are you kidding me? Then it occurred to me, I'm in Twitch, I'm not in Roll20. I am so smart. I am so
I should
smart.
probably figure out how to roll.
SMRT. No, wait. That's
All right. I'm gonna.
There we go.
I don't
All
wanna-
right, so is everyone kind of feeling like they got enough?
Yeah, I'm
You
just,
got your weapon, you got your armor.
Yeah, I got my armor, got my weapons, got my stats, and it looks like my skills.
All right.
close enough to struggle through it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Do you know how to rage, Dem? Does your barbarian know how to rage?
Yes, I gain a +2 conditional bonus damage to rolls with melee weapons and unarmed strikes, unless it's an agile strike. And I take a
Okay.
-1 penalty to AC. I have a spirit totem, which that affects things too, but I think the big thing is like if it's like a spirit creature, non-physical, I still hit it like it's a physical creature.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
And I think with totems, there's like a catch, and for me, it's disrespecting corpses and spirits.
So essentially,
It's
if you,
something I
Yeah.
have respect for the dead, basically.
Oh, I was gonna say, because
Oh,
with
right.
that kind of power, if you kill Luke when his spirit's leaving the body, you can kill him again.
What? Oh man,
He only
let's keep
kills-
going.
He only kills Kurt.
I meet Luke. I try to kill him.
He dies. I want to kill his spirit.
Oh.
So, yeah. Anathema. I don't know what that means. Anathema.
Anthema?
Anthema. Is that
It means against, yeah.
Against
Can't
something.
explain it.
Yeah, disrespecting corpses or spirits that are in your presence is an whatever to your totem. However, defending yourself
Anathema.
against undead creatures is not.
It's a
You
taboo,
see-
being a jerk.
Do you see why you're here? Do you see why you're here, Teresa?
How to correct all you, illiterate inbreds.
Yeah, it looks like we got a walking dictionary over here. So, for
I'm a thesaurus,
Someone who's
thank
actually
you.
graduated a grammar class in her
I
life.
was gonna say. So then, for spirit totem, that's when I'm raging, I can make my conditional bonus damage to
Never mind. I
my
want.
conditional bonus to damage deal negative or positive rather than my weapon or unarmed attack's usual damage type. If I choose to do this, my weapon or unarmed attack affects material and incorporeal. Is that right, Faye?
Incorporeal.
Incorporeal?
See, he's got it.
Corrected him.
Creatures and objects equally.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, guys. I might
Sweet.
be having a stroke at this point because I usually don't flub my words like this.
I don't care. I couldn't say the R word earlier, so.
Did you just say you don't
He's
care? if
still
you're
not
having a
even
stroke?
saying it. Yeah.
That's cold, man.
I just give up.
You're in the wrong room for sympathy.
I
All right, so I guess we can, Luke. Since you are a goblin, and you have the background of, what was it? Can't remember the name of it.
The renegade.
Renegade, right?
Yep.
So, not family friendly.
No, definitely not. I wrote it down in my character sheet.
Okay, so you've been working with a gang of goblin burglars, but the new leader was no good. Took a lot of guts to stand up to him, but you survived. Now you're stuck with the Longshanks, but maybe you can get back at the old boss.
He was first reading that. I thought he said burgers. I really did.
Burgers? I may have.
No, Luke. I thought he
Oh.
said
Oh, whatever. All right, so
Kurt, I need your character name, by the way.
Right
Type it.
here.
Type it in the Roll20 chat or something.
Oh, he's back.
I'm sorry, my people.
Quit sneezing in my mic. Jeez. Just kidding. Anyway.
That hurts. Does your head hurt, Kurt?
His brain hurts from Pathfinder.
My name is Carl. No, it's Mordecai.
Oh, jeez.
It's Mordecai.
Mordecai.
I
All
think I
right.
know how to spell it, but if you have a specific way, then let me know. But I will. I should
No,
handle
that's
it.
fine.
That kills people, Carl.
All right.
Work.
All right. So yeah, I did not like the boss. I got out from under his thumb. And yeah, I can read the whole background. It was in here somewhere.
And you
Yeah.
possibly want revenge, I think is what it was.
Yes.
Yep, so you're working with a gang of goblin burglars. There was a
Yeah.
new leader, he was no good. You
So-
stood up to him and survived,
Yep.
but
I'm
now
s-
you're stuck with the Longshanks.
I'm not sure what that means. Like screw. I'm just.
Other people, the city people.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. But maybe you can get back at the old boss. Maybe you can.
All right. So, real quick, the character in the story who, man, I'm gonna butcher this name. Her name is Kellery Deverin, and she's the one that's going to be asking your group for help. Now, it has to do with finding a goblin in her basement.
In her basement.
In her basement.
And it's not. It's not me.
It is, well, it could be you. I thought about having it be you,
Okay.
but it doesn't. So it can be. So you can be in the midst of this right away. If you want to role play that out.
Like I might be the one hiding in her
Or-
basement. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you could be the one that's in the basement, or you could be with the one that's in the basement. That would work too. So that would hook you into the adventure right away.
What about everybody else though?
Yeah. So we can figure out how everyone else knows Kellery. I don't know how.
However you
Mountain
want to
Beard,
say it.
Maybe Mountain Beard can just be like a hired goon.
Yeah. Okay. So Mountain Beard's a hired goon. Well, he's looking for
She-
adventure, right? So the goblins in the city. Let's go smash their head in.
Yes, she is looking for adventure.
She is looking. So it's gonna be all night, man. All night. All right. So Kurt,
Mm-hmm.
any. So this woman she's an aristocrat, scholar. She lives in the city of Magnamar.
Mm-hmm.
She's and so what kind of connection do you want to have with Mountain Beard, or what's your goblin's name, Luke?
I am Groknak Fleabug. Grok is an easy short way. I like the idea of like I've taken shelter in this lady's cellar or whatever, right? If need be.
Okay. All right. So you're in the cellar. So you won't know the other three. So Mountain Beard
Perfect.
gets into this. Hey, there's goblins. I'm gonna go make a name for myself.
Can I?
So
can I bust the door down?
how is this lady asking for help? Is she put a posting up on the message boards, or did she?
So, well, we could kind of talk that out. So if in the same, you're already in town with her, and she sends you a letter or she sends a messenger, and she needs help finding a family heirloom, and she has a goblin problem, or she found goblins hiding in her basement. It's now multiple goblins.
How long has she been living here?
She's a scholar. Yeah, most of the time. I mean,
So maybe I'm in town too. I'm trying to get some information about my chosen hobby.
okay, so you're a wizard, so maybe you just kind of happen upon her.
Yeah.
So you
Maybe
just
we're
actually
maybe
know her.
maybe we're in the library because Magnamar has a rather impressive library, and we're talking. And she's like, "I got these goblins in my basement. Could you help?" And I'm like, "Hey, you know what? I can burn things for you." So
Okay. All right. So now, do you know the Mountain Beard?
I would say that
Buddy.
my acquaintance with the Mountain Beard is probably non-existent.
Okay.
Well, if you'd like,
All
I
right.
can paint a portrait of her for you. A fairly voluptuous figure, long brown hair, a beard that goes down practically to her cleavage.
You're a little low, Dem.
Yeah.
I'm low and
That's
still-
okay.
I'm practically yelling too.
That's okay. That description was.
I want to hear it all.
That was basically it. Overall, nice looking lady, but her beard goes down to her cleavage.
I can't even look at it cleavage. It's the hair. The hair is everywhere. It's terrible.
She's hoisting a war flail over her shoulder, and she's got spiked gauntlets, which she calls the sassy gauntlets.
So quite
Sass-
frankly,
sass ones.
if I saw Mountain Beard on the street, I would probably cross the street.
That's fair.
Towards her or away from her?
Away.
Everyone's got their thing, Kurt.
Not I'm glad those people. No, I'm not. No.
All right. So, Teresa, what is your character's name?
Fayt. Just
Fayt.
easy.
Okay. That's why you're here. Now, do you know by Fayt? Do you know Mountain Beard?
Well, probably by reputation.
Okay.
I love that my character's not even called by her first name. It's just Mountain Beard.
Yeah.
It's
Everybody on
your
the other
most
side of the
prominent
screen.
feature.
Indria.
Why do all
Well,
of my characters have some form of like chisel beard or
That's what you do.
Well, you're the one that names them, man. We don't give it to you.
It's rhetorical. I don't know why I go with it all the time.
I know Adam or Andy, probably Adam is in the crowd right now making stuff up, so he's going to remember the chisel beard.
Oh, jeez. I don't know
Okay.
if I'd actually know anybody.
Okay. So, why don't we do so Mordecai, right? Mordecai.
Morty.
He, so he meets with Kaleri, and she tells him that there is a goblin problem and she needs help retrieving a family heir. So Mordecai puts out the word that he's looking for help. And so that's when the three of you will come together, since you have no prior history. So I was going to say Mordecai, but
The wizard has poofed.
Nathan, I sent you a private chat there. I don't know if you... I was asking you if you had enemies you want prepared as far as tokens. I know.
Oh, yeah.
You can type it or...
Oh, in this...
Yeah.
What
When
chat?
When we actually get to the map.
No, in Discord?
Yeah, or wherever. You could just tell me. If you want, I can prepare stuff while we're getting the story started. Because it's going to really start with those three, I'm assuming, first, right? And then...
Yeah.
Inevitably, they're going to find me later, right?
Get a new character ready, because stabby.
Yeah. Get some goblins out.
Goblins. Okay, that's easy.
Yeah. Did Kurt he just vanished, didn't he?
He did.
Children.
All right.
The last time
Oh,
we
I get
encountered goblins, we killed them all. This can only end well.
Yeah, that was epic.
Yeah.
Epic. What? 12 crits? That was...
Yeah. Well, we
Okay.
saved one.
All right, let's give him a minute. Okay, so while we're waiting for him, so Luke, your
Yes, sir.
goblin, his name is, I'm gonna remember this.
It's on the overlay. It's Groknock.
Grok for short. Groknock.
Grokworks.
Groknock the flea bug, or Groknock flea bug.
From
Okay.
long line of
Oh,
flea bugs.
So you were in this tribe of goblins that lived essentially under the sewer.
Under the sewer.
Okay.
Okay.
And yep.
All right.
And this was your tribe down there. And at some point in time, this hobgoblin came along. His name is Dracus the Taker.
Dracus
And
the Taker.
your tribe is called the Mud Chewer, the Mud Chewer tribe.
The mud
And
chewers.
Dracus the Taker has shown up, and he's kind of a brute, and by force he's basically take control of the tribe, and he's having them go all over town and raid cellars and basements and steal from the Longshanks. And any goblin who disagrees with this guy, they end up getting their blood drained out of them and hung up
Oh,
as a warning to other goblins not to
do that.
not to cross this guy.
What's his first?
So eventually, in one of these,
What was it?
Dracus.
Dracus. Okay.
Yeah.
Eventually. You're saying.
So eventually, you and other fellow goblins decided you've had enough, and you turned on him in one of the raids, and all the goblins were killed, and that all of your rebels were killed except you and another one of your fellow goblins, Talga.
Talga.
Yep.
She a lady then?
Yeah, she's a little.
Ooh, you broke up.
She
a little.
doesn't have a beard.
You broke up. What
She
was-
doesn't have a beard.
A goblin without a beard. That makes more sense. I'll make her be this little crystal ball wielding one unless we have more. Okay.
Okay. So you were knocked unconscious in the fight. Okay. And you woke up. And Talga has been nursing you back to health, hiding in this basement. And you did not really get to talk to Golarion, but Talga says that she talked Golarion into asking for help.
Oh, the human lady that
They're
actually
gonna
owns
send-
the and
Yeah, the Longshank. Yeah, so she's convinced the Longshank to get help to kill Dracus.
So we're just kind of like hiding down there right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So right now you're just hiding in a cellar. Kurt's still not back.
That Kurt.
So I think you guys want to yeah, let's just move on. So that's where you are right now. So Mordecai goes out, and after meeting with Clary in the library, he posts, I help wanted wherever they post this, and he meets Fayt, and let me do her first name, Gindria.
You can go with Mountain Beard.
It's just easier. Why are we fighting this?
Lost the epicness. Not as epic.
Definitely not as epic.
Okay, so he meets with Fayt and Mountain Beard, and then she takes you to the cellar to meet the goblin. So that's where everyone now is. Say that again.
Where are we on the map? Like, do you want to ping it by holding on your? Show me where.
So this map you actually know that this is the
we're not in
lair.
We're not in this map
and you're not actually in there. So
I'm sorry.
Clary's cellar is not actually on this map, but this is your lair. Now you're pretty familiar with it. The pieces that that you haven't been allowed into in quite some time are the corner pieces on the top right. So I think you know the layout, but you don't really know what's going on in there anymore.
Okay.
But you are kind of comfortable with the rest of the layer.
Alrighty. Well, you tell me what starting point once we're actually there after we meet and do all that, right? So,
yeah. So you're gonna enter. The entry is that large circle right in the middle. Can I
here?
click on this? Yeah.
That you can hold down your left clicker, and that one, this one.
Yeah.
Where the blue is. That's where we're gonna be. Okay.
No, that's not me.
Sorry, I have to interrupt. I have to go. I have a thing I have to deal with. I'm sorry.
All right, you coming back or are you good?
I will try to come back, but it's already 9 o'clock, so I don't know how long it's gonna take me. So I'm really sorry. I wanted.
All good, man.
But
No problem, sir.
I need to go deal with this. I'm sorry. So thank you. If I don't see you guys again, I'll talk to you later and I'll explain what happened.
That's fine. We'll plan the next thing. We might need 2 sessions to do this anyway. So
yeah. So, okay. So
Yeah,
I'll
the
talk
character building drained us.
to you later. If I come back, I will send one of you a message. Thank you.
All right,
Cool.
Take care, man.
Take care, Kurt.
Bye.
no problem, bro. You go, bro. I'm gonna have to rearrange stuff. No, I knew it was
Getting
gonna happen.
this started just took us this long just getting it started.
So do you guys do you want to dive in or do you want to? It's not going to take us long to go through this.
Okay, forget if we do have to quit. The one thing I'd like to do, and it might be a good cliffhanger, is I want Mountain Beard to open up the cellar door by smashing it down.
All right. Well, let's get into the cellar then.
We can role play at least the introduction, and then we can...
Yeah, let's do this. It's all right. So Luke, as so you're you're feeling good now, and you're getting kind of antsy, right? You want to get in there, and eventually the Longshanks come in, and you see the three new people with Clary, and so go ahead and describe what you guys look like to each other.
All right.
We got a little bit of Mountain Beard, but maybe there's more to this physique.
Is this before or after she busts down the door?
No, we're not. Yeah, so we're not at the door yet. So this is this is our first meeting. This is.
I think we've got a lot of Mountain Beard.
It's got a lot of beard there, don't you?
Well, because Mountain Beard doesn't like talking, and she gets that's part of the character. Is I think the class is they don't like to get bogged in the details. Let's just go. Let's destroy stuff. This door should not have to be turned to open. I should just be able to kick it down and just go.
Alrighty.
Okay. So Clary says to you, she says, well, thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you answering my call for help. These are obviously the two little goblins that I found in my vault here, and she actually has a pretty nice place. And where you're standing is looks like not like a bank vault, but a storage area where they would keep family heirlooms. It's very well. It used to be very nice. It's been ransacked, and the shelves have been smashed, and so it's definitely a heist was going on. So she says, the goblins here. This one is Talga, and I'm not sure who this other one is, but he's been unconscious most of the time. And Talga, you feel free to ask her any questions, but she agreed to take you to the entry place of the goblin lair. It's called the Ashen Ossuary, and it's in the sewers, where you can smash them. No.
Are we supposed to describe here? I was rearranging the.
Yeah, so just describe to each other what you look like.
Well, I'll recap it, I guess.
Yes,
Mountain Beard is of shorter stature. She has kind of long, we'll say, long brown and black hair. She's got hair pretty much everywhere. She's got hairy arms and hairy beard, hairy face. And, fairly, she's for a dwarf. She has a nice figure, but you can't really see much, of the upper portion of her because it's covered by her beard. But otherwise, not bad looking on the eyes. But if she has her back turned to you, you would have no clue that it was a woman because she also has a fairly deep voice as well. In fact, maybe you guys thought that it was the guy at first.
Teresa, you go next.
All right, Fayt.
Man, how do you upstage that one?
You don't, I don't think.
I guess kind of just a typical elf, like pretty tall, long red hair, tied back most of the time. Fairly quiet.
Fairly quiet. Did you say she was paranoid, or the?
Yeah. Said with this group, probably paranoid. Probably just probably not so much paranoid as just wary.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
More cautious than anything.
All right. And then Mordecai, he looks like a wizard. So
An angry wizard.
he looks angry.
Who has currently cast an invisibility spell on himself.
Cantankerous wizard.
Maybe he's late to the party. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe he's late to arrive. I don't know.
His cantrip went wrong, and he's invisible. He can't, and muted. So he's just pretty sure he's there, though. Yeah, you're pretty sure he's there. All right. So what does Grok look like?
Oh my gosh! Like, how to describe a Pathfinder goblin besides like the long ears with that
the football head.
The football head.
The green Stewie.
I kind of like the image that I chose to use with the little skull mask, but maybe not. Actually, so the goblin's sleeping. He looks like he's been out hardcore, right? He's got like some little leather armor. He has a crossbow and a mace, but that's not his main thing. He also has like a bandolier, like in an X pattern, like two bandoliers across there with like little vials of stuff in them. And I think he would have like a little leather cap that comes down, with possibly like the little what do you call them? That like optometrists have, like the little circle thing that comes down so they can like magnify their eyes and everything. Like he has a little thing so you can pull some gadgets down and like click in, so he can like scope in on the stuff that he's like building, tinkering with, or like the potions that he's concocting, and like so that's like on his head, but he's just passed out. Otherwise, he's got real dark green skin, long ears, like gremlin ears with like little notches out of them as they do, is where they've had scars and stuff. And if he survived a battle standing up to a hobgoblin, I almost think that the hobgoblin took his steel-toed boot and probably kicked him in the head. So I would almost say like he had some kind of like gash down like his chin/throat that's kind of healing. Because
Okay.
you stood up to the boss and survived. Well, he's only like
That's why that's why you've been unconscious for however long it's taken Golarion to get help.
Yeah, he thought my head was a football, and he punted me literally across the room, and
Which saved your life because you flew into probably a cabinet and it collapsed on you.
that works. And I've been I don't even know this, right? I've been unconscious since then, right? I don't know there's a bunch of Longshanks looking over me as I went about.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's what Telga has told you, that Golarion went to get help from the Longshanks, and so Telga says to you, says, "Well, I told him where our lair is, and I said that if they help, I tell tribe to be nice to Longshanks. You think that good idea?"
Who should say that to?
Just talking to you.
Oh,
This is your tribe. Yeah, this is your tribe.
I thought I was unconscious
Yes.
still.
You woke up.
Oh, you were. Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, you were already waking up, and alert and ready to go when the group came in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you're fully you have full faculties back now.
Ah. So like, wait. They help us. We get tribe. We're in charge of tribe.
Yes,
All right.
but we have to be friends with them.
But we have to be friends with tribe and Longshank. Okay.
Yes,
But we in charge when we win.
yes.
Yes. And he puts up like the high five with her, right?
They like poof, then a chest bump.
Yeah. Yes, we be in charge. I accept help. He looks up. Looks at the dwarf and like, oh yes, yes, I accept help. Longer the beard, the more fearsome fighter dwarf is. I learned this on the streets, under the streets.
We also learned when group dwarves bash heads in.
You guys plan too much. You just charge in. You talk too much too. Let's get going.
That's
What is
fine.
plan?
That's fine. I feel better. He dabs the bloody spot. He's like, not bleeding so much. Good to go.
Still talk too much. Need more action.
Excuse me. So yeah.
So I'm assuming Mountain Beard isn't going to have any questions then. Fayt, is there anything you want to ask these goblins before you go?
Oh yeah. Was the lady clued in by my friend? I'm assuming so.
Mountain Beard will have one question.
Go ahead, Mountain Beard.
Is there going to be treasure where we're going?
Oh, I don't know.
There might be bits and bobs from what remains of the tribe.
A simple yes or no question will work.
Hobgoblin will have stuff, so yes.
Yeah, Talga gets this really concentrated look. She's like, yes.
All
Yes,
right,
there's treasure.
let's get going.
I look at him like, yes? Yes. The Taker. The Taker is taking
Bronzebeard
everything.
kind of like Bronzebeard kind of Mountain Beard's leaning and is like, "You're not lying, are you?"
No? I look at her. Wait, what's her name?
Uh,
Talga?
Talga said, "Oh no, Chieftain have nice collection of rocks, and he's dead now, so you can have the rocks."
Out of the rocks, pretty rocks.
Oh yes, very pretty. That's why he kill other goblins and take them.
I was gonna say goblins think trash is treasure.
It could easily be like, yeah, crap stones. I mean, petrified rat dung. It might be, you know.
That shines, as long as it shines.
Yeah. But Grodnak's like, but yes, big hobgoblin, Dracus the Taker. He come in, he bully everyone, he start killing tribe. We stand up to him, we get punished, but survive. But no, he armed well, he will at least have a few things. All yours. We just want tribe and home back.
So we're gonna kill him then.
Oh, I hope so. I know. I stood up to him and he...
You don't have to say anymore, lad. Let's go.
I get to kill people. Awesome.
She talk a lot for dwarf.
Once you've made the sale, stop selling.
I think Grognak with his higher intelligence feels like he has to keep low wisdom but high intelligence feels like he has to keep selling it. And Mountain Beard's like, we're way past that.
You're
Yeah,
selling
and
to me.
Tonga's just nodding.
I have no questions because I'm just probably shaking my head. Why did I agree to this again?
Yeah. That quiet rogue elf
So-
is just like rolling her eyes at everything.
So Kaleri speaks up, and Kaleri is she's well dressed. She's not like overly fancy dressed, but definitely has the look of a scholar. And she says to Mordecai, who's everyone's pretty sure he's there. She says, "Well, thank you again. My heirloom that I'm very much hoping you can find. It's my Star of Desna, and I was hoping to take it to the Swallowtail Festival and have it blessed. So I hate to feel I'd be pushy on this. I know you are going into danger, but any amount of haste you could have in this would be most appreciated. And I'm sorry I don't have much to pay you with, but the goblins did say that you could have the treasure, such as it is."
Such as it is.
Don't worry, this is an easy access sneak into her house. I mean, what?
Yeah, I know. You're just like, huh? I already seen what I'm taking, lady.
Right?
Yeah.
Not down here, so. Continue.
All right, so Talga. Oh, I can't. So you
Merlin.
guys, Grok, you know where the entrance is, and Talga really has no interest in going. She's gonna.
Of course.
She doesn't see why she should leave the cellar and food and warmth while you go fight
Is that?
the what's his name again?
Does she say that much? Like
Dracus.
maybe we're like in Goblin.
Dracus the Taker.
Maybe we're like speaking in Goblin now. She's telling me as much, right?
Yeah.
You
Right.
got kicked once. I mean, what's another time or two?
All right. I be brave enough for two of us. Oh, train. Anyway, you stay here. Keep food ready when we come back for healing and necessity.
Yes. Drink more Longshank wine.
Yes, but save
She
some.
nods. Rivers.
He takes a swig out of the bottle. She's probably already stolen. And like,
Yeah.
you save some for Groknek and friends when we come back. I show them around.
They don't speak Goblin. They don't know you stole it.
I know. Yeah.
Should've
We say
taken
that in common somehow. Good. And I speak a bit of Dwarven, so that make it easy to communicate with her too. Anyway, we must go. Wish luck. And
All right. So off you go.
so she's out of the picture, right? You see all the tokens I made off to the side. I made a couple cool hobgoblin-looking guys over there, but you got enough dwarves or goblins to choose from. Pick them up and move them as you will, and I will set my guy up. Is Mordecai then catching up, or is he being ghosted, or are you gonna roll for him? Nathan?
Actually, I need you. We're actually in a different spot. I cannot interact with this map.
You guys should all be on this. Maybe I didn't make the tokens. Can not anybody use the tokens?
No, I cannot interact.
I can't click on mine.
Well, I did not give permissions for the tokens apparently, and I don't know. Oh, probably because I'm the DM. But still, everybody.
Oh, I am making dots. Can you see my dots?
Little yellow ones?
Yeah, this is where we need to be.
Oh, I thought you started up here. Were you? Okay.
Yeah. Can I erase that now?
Yes.
Click on it and delete them.
Oh, I got it.
There. I got him. Barbarian,
Cool.
rogue. Well, I don't know how to assign it. That's something I have not really done a lot in Roll20 is use tokens and stuff. So we'll have to figure out how to do that for everybody. So
This is all learning for everything anyway.
you might have to instruct me like where you want to go exactly, and I can put guys where you want me to put them. And Nathan, you can always like click like this on the map. You know, make a little circle. If you go, hey, put someone there, and I can do that. Does that help?
Okay.
Is it okay for now?
Yep. So, that hatch right in the middle,
Yes.
that's where you're coming down. That's what's going to need to be opened.
Ah.
Come on, dwarf.
War flail.
Yeah, so you Grok, you lead them to the entrance, and you find that it's been locked from the inside. There's probably only one way in,
Okay.
and that's with a dwarf flail.
Yeah,
A
no, I'm
war
not gonna
flail.
work. I'm not gonna use the flail. I'm just gonna punch through it
Okay, or a dwarf fist.
with my sass gauntlets.
Dem, see if you can control your character now. You might be able to.
Yep, I can.
Okay.
I can hover over mine too.
Yep.
Hey, cool. Hey.
Bam, bam, bam,
All right. I just wanted to.
I'm
Put
walking on my face.
There we go.
bam.
And I don't have to put the names in there if that's going to be too interfering. So, there we go. I probably don't need my entire huge name in there, just like Dems, but whatever.
All right, so who gets down there first?
Probably.
I'll go.
I probably like there's the trap door, and then she's already smashing it open, right, or going in.
Okay. So get every whoever goes down, do a perception check as you.
How do you do that?
Yeah, good question.
So
What do I press?
I think
Initiative.
no. Not- I think perception. No, perception is on the right underneath senses.
Yes.
So you would just click on
Under
perception.
what?
It's under. You see where your hit points
Oh.
are? Go to the right. Oh, there you go.
Wait. Okay.
Not as good as the first
How
roll.
do
You've already been
you-
screwed by roll 20 when it actually counts.
Oh,
Nice. Okay. So are you down second, Fayt?
I guess so.
Okay. So Luke, I'll need a token. You see this over in the corner, and can I move this guy?
I will
Okay.
give it. Oh, let me give you permission here. You do not have a person. Okay. You know what? Let me make you. I got an idea. This will GM. We'll just like is by all players. Let me save. And we'll name it. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so you can't move that thing? Can you take
I can. No, I can at least. but that's not gonna
Nathan
help.
should be able to as well. Nathan, I made it.
There we go. I got it.
Okay. I'll make all the rest that way too. Slowly.
Okay. So Fayt, over here in this corner, there's like sewage crap and trash and whatever down here.
Lovely.
And yeah, and you take it in, you're like, oh, wonderful. And that's when you see in that corner that a lump of it is actually moving.
Ugh.
And it's not like something's moving under it. It's like the mass of sewage and other debris is actually itself moving.
Oh,
So there's something there.
it might not be a goblin.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's a amorphous looking shape.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Does it look like that?
It's amorphous and like what?
Big blob of garbage.
Oh, did you? I don't see it anywhere.
It should
It's
stay
on the
right
bottom
there on the screen.
Oh, my screen's not updating.
So I see a moving trash pile.
Yeah.
The trash man.
I put I put like a black oozy looking thing right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm reloading. So go ahead.
That's fine. Are we all down there
So that's
now?
what that's what you see, and then Luke, you can also make a perception roll.
Yes.
You come down.
All right, I will do that. Perception and click on it. And I also have dark vision. Oh, natural 20.
Dang.
Wow.
Eat it, damn.
Oh, just give it time.
I know.
Just give it time.
So
You still have to fight the thing.
I know.
yeah, so Grok, you actually you see it over there, and you're like, oh. You think to yourself, yeah, I forgot that was in here.
Oh, by the way.
An amorphous blob.
So it's definitely So it's definitely an ooze of some kind that's down here, and it's been eating garbage down here. It did eat one of the goblins who tried to play with it.
Can I name it?
It's not. You can name it for sure. You guys probably did name it. So whatever the goblins called this thing.
Its name is Garby, which is short for garbage eater.
Yeah. That's
Oh, that's just garbage.
Garby! I
that's
see you
creative, right?
Fayt, I see you looking at him like, yes, that's Garby. He take care of garbage. Dangerous to go close by. It will eat anything organic. Including other goblins and dwarves and elves. And humans.
Yeah.
He
Probably
looks at all the
goes
races in turn.
Yeah. So, Mordecai, well, he's kind of invisible. We'll say that he's like staying up top to keep watch for right now.
He fell asleep while invisible.
He had some last minute spell ingredients he forgot.
Okay.
Who cares
So-
how fast?
I'll read the description of this room.
All right.
Well, it's a damp sewer passage.
Good to know. Now
It's
we
slimy. It's slimy and it stinks of decay. On the north edge of this circular chamber lies a pile of burnt bones in front of a scorched tunnel. So that's to your left, I'm guessing. I don't know how north-south makes a whole lot of difference to you down here, but there you have it.
Did you give us some?
So far this ooze has not paid much attention to you.
Yeah, how about we go the other direction before it
You're
does?
able to like not walk over it. Yeah.
I don't really know. I'm not sure if I know. Like what harms it, but it is, amorphous, so it's tough. But we walk, and he points. I'm not sure which direction you said is north, but we walk this direction. That's the way we need to go. Big room coming up. Which I'm not actually sure what that room is, but I see it looks really weird.
What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Yeah, I can give you. Yeah, I gotta hit something.
Proceed with
So the
caution.
next jump ahead, Luke.
What?
If you want to give them
Caution. Yeah, you're like
any insight, or do you just march on?
Oh, he waits until we're in the room.
'Cause I
to
can
tell
kind of-
us.
Oh, okay. So he's telling you on the way.
Yeah. Oh, by the
All
way,
right.
that's Garby.
I mean, I would tell them what the next room is about probably if I knew. But I would be talking out loud. I would think, right?
Yeah.
I'd be talking.
So then,
Go ahead.
yeah. So this is what you call mud chewer. I think mud chewer central.
This next room.
Yeah.
It looks like it's got a bunch of pits in it or columns.
Yeah. So this is it's a burial vault. So okay. So you guys you head into that room. So you'll funnel out. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong.
Right there.
Mordecai will be our overland avatar. Yeah, so you'll be the dungeon master. Yep, so you make your way in there, and the walls of this long chamber are scorched dark, and the thick layers of soot crusting to the ceiling above attest to the tremendous fire that must have raged through this room in the burial niches in the wall, and the row The central pillars contain only fragments of burnt wood and charred bone. Let's see here. And in this room,
I didn't set enough permissions yet for goblins.
yep. Okay. And in this room are 4 goblins who are kind of on alert because they knew they heard someone coming and talking, but since that person was a goblin, they didn't really respond to it.
I should have given you. You should. That should be. You should have control. That's why I have to make them a little bit smaller, or whatever.
Okay.
4 of them.
Yep.
We'll make one with a bow just to make them stand out. And you can place them however you want. I know they won't be exact sizes, but. Oh, I might have made the one with the bow with permission. Here, 1 second. We will get that straightened out for next time. There you go. Now it's good. So it's like, yes, and up ahead is burial chamber. Many, many great goblins go before me into battle. Sometimes disease take it. It doesn't matter. Sometimes Garby gets them. Whatever is left, unorganic, put in burial vaults. Are these...
I agree. This doesn't matter.
Most
So you
festive
walk-
sewer tour ever.
Okay, so the party, you walk into this room, and this goblin here takes a step up, like, "What? That's Grok. Grok got kicked in the head. What you doing down here? Wait a minute, you bring Longshanks?"
Yes, didn't you know? We taking over tribe. We get rid of the taker. We take the taker and take him out.
This confuses him for a moment. He scratches his head.
I like being more intelligent than the average goblin.
Not saying much.
My
So
intelligence.
he scratches his head. What? I don't remember that plan.
Is not to remember.
I don't. Are we going to eat Longshanks, or are we going to rob them?
We going to eat the taker when we take him out, and by take out I mean. You dig?
So the goblin's down the other side. Now, you guys, as you walk in, you could probably approach him in somewhat, if it's not like an intimidating move. So I'm assuming you kind of walk up talking to him, and you've confused him a little bit.
I probably walk to about there talking, right? The rogue's maybe hanging back.
Mountainbeard's got the flail out.
I'm behind you just to stomp anybody that needs stomping.
Okay.
Okay. And then you hear over on the far right a goblin with 1 point higher intelligence says, "What? Longshanks? Kill him!"
We knew that was coming.
Well,
Is Mordecai there?
No.
When,
Yeah, you think he's there.
we're not sure.
when the goblin screams out, "Kill him!" I'd like to try an intimidation tactic on the goblin that's right in front of me.
Okay.
No.
All right, we'll do that. So that'll be like right before the initiative roll. You can do
Okay.
That's great.
because you're kind of like giving him how are you intimidating him?
Like,
He's thinking through this.
Yeah,
He's
we'll have-
thoroughly confused right now.
we'll have she'll look over toward the direction where they heard the kill him is, and then she's just gonna look back and be like, "Are you gonna try to kill me?" As I'm taking my war flail and like just swinging it in a circular direction, kind of like nunchucks. "Are you gonna try and kill me?"
Okay. All right. So do you have a? Is this just a general thing you're trying, or is this a barbarian intimidation tactic?
Well, I'm trained in intimidation, so I figure. Maybe that's a
Okay.
roll.
All right. Yep. So I'm gonna for the purpose of the trying out the new rules, I'm gonna look up intimidation to make sure
Okay. Just
I
tell me when you want me
still
to. Tell me when you want me to
know
roll.
it.
I do like.
All right.
that.
So there's
You're gonna try to kill me.
So there's coerce, there's demoralize, which I'm thinking is what you're going to do.
Sounds about right.
Okay.
But I'm just
Creature within 30 feet, no problem. It's against the target's will DC, which has got to be pretty low for this guy. Not understand the language you're speaking, which he does. He can become frightened on a success, and on a critical success, he gains frightened conditioned 2. So the conditions, there's like different levels. So frightened is a condition, and you can get different levels of frightened. So like dying is a condition, and when you achieve condition 4 of dying, then you're actually dead. It's rather than the first edition, how it was like negative hit points up to your con or whatever. Now it's just straight up condition. It's not. It doesn't really matter how much negative hit points you take on. So let's go ahead. So the target's will DC. So for a goblin, it's gotta be good. Look this guy up. So his will.
What squares are we in? I'm gonna move guys just to be in the right squares a little bit. I don't think I was quite. I'm gonna move you back just a little bit, Teresa.
Okay.
Just because if we're still filling the 5-foot square.
I thought you were one up. Sorry.
No, I didn't think I wanted to get that close to him because he was. I think it was more like the barbarian came into the room first, and I'm like just approaching, like talking, my hands like, hey, and then. But
that's fine. I'm fine being in the doorway anyway when all of you guys are targets.
Yeah, because you're probably maybe not seen yet, and Mort. I don't know what the hell Mort's doing over there. Is he there? We don't know.
Just chilling. He's chilling back with Garby.
All right. So the will DC, I'm guessing, is his creature level. 10 plus his creature level, plus his wisdom modifier. So that would put him at 10. So you'll need a 10 or more.
Oh man, I'm gonna fail.
This is roll 20, so.
Yeah, I know. Yep. So likes to mock me at the worst times. See?
So not real intimidating.
Maybe it's all that hair. Couldn't see much through it.
Yeah.
That's fine. If this thing wants to fight me, I'll squish it.
Okay.
Crush you like a bug.
So the skill does not have a failure consequence. It does have a critical failure consequence, which is you can't attempt to demoralize a target again for 10 minutes. So it's so the critical failure, the skills in some skills have success, critical failure. Basically, it's if you roll 10 or higher, or if you roll a 20, and then on the critical side, if you roll a 1 or you roll 10 below the target value, it's considered critical.
You weren't either of those then.
Right. So if you had rolled a 20, a natural 20 would have been critical automatically, but because it also would have put him 10 above, it also would have been considered a critical success.
Okay, so 10 above or below the target number.
Yeah, I believe that's.
I remember reading something like that. So like if the target number was an 8 and you rolled an 18, it's not a natural 20, but you're 10 above the target number, and that's still a critical. It scales it like that, which is kind of cool.
Yep. And let's see here.
But in conclusion here.
Okay, so you did not. Yeah, we can verify that rule.
The dwarf thinks he's a little.
Because that comes into.
That goblin, I mean.
Yeah, so that also means like in combat, if you get critical success, a critical hit, without rolling a natural 20, if you can roll high enough against their armor class, is what that means. So that's kind of an interesting change. All right, so let's roll initiative.
All right.
So your initiative is your perception.
Perception. All right. We might have to keep track on the side since I didn't bring up an initiative order maker, a turn maker.
Oh, okay. I will keep track.
Bam!
Jeez, what the hell, Goblin?
I don't know. So right now, Nathan, you might have to roll, like, manually roll it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Just /R. But, okay. But still, that's not bad. So myself, Mountain Beard, and Wind are Fayt right now.
Yeah.
What is it? /R
Yep.
space.
Star does he have type roll?
1d20 plus. Hey!
8.
I don't know if you're rolling for the whole group or.
Yeah, I'll just roll for the whole group to make it easier. All right, so you guys got to jump on him. Looks like oh, Grok is first. So Grok, you were expecting a fight. Like, I mean, there was no doubt in your mind this was gonna go this way.
I mean, I was hoping my friends wouldn't do that, but a lot of them cowed and got underneath the taker's heel right away, right?
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and anyone, and you know these goblins. You know this one in front of you. He's a goblin, so he's pretty dumb. But you know this guy over here is one of the guards, right? And he's a pretty fanatical, the one that yelled "kill him." One of the fanatical goblins, and you know those three are just gonna come at you. So,
all right.
The fight is on.
The fight consists of having 3 actions, right? Is that how?
Yes. So you get 3 actions, and you've got your basic actions. Let's see here.
That's something I knew I should have gotten a little more reading in. That's my bad.
Yep. So the typical action you're going to take, like, you have from the original Pathfinder, you have
move, attack,
your normal move, and that's called they call it a stride.
Strike. Okay.
So to move is a stride, and that's when you just move up to your movement speed. Yep. And then a strike is your attack.
Okay. I can throw a bomb.
There's also a step, which is the 5-foot step.
All right.
Okay, yeah. So if you can, so I'm guessing that would be considered a strike because that's going to be, it's going to be a ranged attack, correct?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I can learn my alchemical creations. All right, it's hard to keep track of where everything is. Alchemical crafting. Sorry, page 332. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. I had in my whole list of my stuff here. Begins on page 360. There it is. Because I'd be throwing Alchemist Fire. Because why not, right?
Yeah.
This combination of several volatile liquids that are exposed to air, typically stored in a steel flask, also deals 1d8 fire damage, 1 persistent fire damage, and 1 fire splash damage. Target can end this persistent damage by spending an interact action or by becoming submerged in water, otherwise entering an area deprived of air. So, if I step forward, like 5 feet here, is that an action to do a 5-foot step?
It is an action. It's called a step. It only moves you 5 feet and does not provoke attack of opportunity.
Okay. Because if I do that and I can throw 30 feet, that would mean I could land it right on the square where the middle one is, hitting him hard and splash damaging the other 2.
Okay. Okay, so you're targeting the guy in the middle?
Correct.
Okay. So because he has it's not cover, it's he's considered to be screened by another creature. So he gets a +1 to his armor class against the attack.
Nice. Okay.
So it does pay to hide behind your friends.
Yeah. So his AC is going to be 15 against the attack.
Plus. Okay, so I don't even. I have to figure out how to roll this thing. I don't know if I.
Oh wow.
It rolled D20.
14.
I don't even know if I have proficiency. That's where I'm gonna have to read up a little bit to see if I have everything decked out. Right?
Okay, so if you hover over it, it says
A D20.
D20 plus minus profish minus 1.
Well, it should be plus my dex, right? So my ability is marked.
D20 plus your ability score.
Which I'm assuming was my dex.
You rolled a 14.
Okay.
And then it added 1 for your level and subtracted 1 for proficiency. It did not add your dex.
I probably actually am trained, so technically that should be a 17. It might actually be a little bit higher. I think I got it now actually. I'm gonna re-roll it just to kind of see what it does. Like we can take the damage from the first.
Oh yeah, 17 plus 3 plus 1. What's your dex modifier?
Is a +3. That's my.
Okay,
ability.
and you're trained in it.
I should be because that's
Yep.
what I do.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so you hit the first time even.
Okay.
And you did 10 damage. This
You can take
3
the,
plus
you can
ability.
you can take the first damage, but it's supposed to be the alchemist fire is supposed to be 1d8 fire damage, so it might just be 1d8 straight up. So it would be 7.
And there's no plus to the ability.
Damage roll. I put plus dex in there, so I think that was my fault. My bad. So it should just be.
Does the bomb have any bonus to damage based?
It says 1 persistent fire damage, so that's going to be each round, and 1 fire splash damage. But because I have a feat known as Burn It, right?
Of course.
You also gain. Let's see. Alchemical items that deal fire damage gain a conditional bonus to damage equal to half the spell's level or the item's level minimal of 1. And also a +1 to any persistent fire damage you deal, whether it's from a spell or not. So technically, it would be 8 damage and 2 splash and 2 persistent.
Okay.
So I say if I have that right, a fairly good strike for my first thing.
Yeah. 8 damage plus. Yeah. Okay.
Plus,
well, it kills him. He's gone.
I was like, which is the one
Yeah.
that said kill them?
The one in the middle.
Oh,
You just,
okay,
you
good.
just nuked him.
I
Yeah,
never
like-
liked you, Larry.
No, we're just gonna kill your whole tribe and it won't even matter, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So he goes down just in flames. He's like, ah, Croc, damn you. Okay.
He did.
And it splashes the other 2, right? For 1 damage?
Should be. I think it's 2.
It's 2? Oh, because it gets your bonus?
I think so.
Okay.
This
All right.
got
So
much
they
better
each
smelling.
take 2 damage. All right.
Now it's sewage and burnt goblin down here.
It's delicious, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
All right. So who's next here?
I think Mountain Beard is.
Beard.
Mountain Beard.
I'm gonna take a swipe at the goblin right in front of me.
Oh, I have
right.
2 more. I have 1 more action, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you do. You have
Okay.
because you moved.
So
Did 5 foot. And you still have an action.
I can move 5 more. I can move again or do my regular movement.
I think
Yeah. The only difference between a step and a stride is the step doesn't provoke. That's why you only move 5 feet because you're moving carefully.
Okay.
So it's not a lesser action.
Oh, so you boom up and then you got duck behind me. Got it.
Yes. Yes. I don't know how what my speed is too.
I'll let my dog in, Teresa, and you can get ready.
Okay.
You like that, Teresa?
Well, Beard goes and then I go.
I have to figure out how to... Roll 20 is messing with me. I got a lot more to figure out on roll 20. I actually have not had to use this yet. Too much of the tokens.
That's fine.
Actually, I don't think
All
this...
right.
This one's dead.
I never liked you anyway, Larry.
Goblin hate, man.
Uh,
It's real.
No brotherly love down here.
Mm-mm.
It's not my brother. He's my second cousin's wife's sister's brother.
What's that make?
All right, so Fayt, what would you like to do?
Did Mountain Beard do anything?
Oh, it's Mountain Beard.
Yes.
Oh, it's Mountain Beard's turn.
I didn't
I'm
know.
dead last because my.
Okay, I'm clearly not
initiative's-
important here.
I mean,
We just can't see you through the beard.
That's fair.
my speed is
You just
20.
see some eyelashes. That's it.
Kind of like that
Oh.
trash
Daddy.
pile over there. You know, the hair.
You know what? It says under Goblin like they have 6 hit points. Is that?
Yeah.
Does that 6 more on top of what my class gives me?
Is that just generic goblin?
Oh, you mean in the race?
Yeah. You know, I'm sorry to interrupt. I went better at finding my speed, which my speed's 25.
That's a good question.
Because
It should
I
say on
looked
your
at the other
character
races, and
the Alchemist is what told me that I had.
yeah, looking at the other races, I don't see.
Like
Half
my
of-
hit points were determined by my class. It was
I saw
12 plus my modifier.
I think that's just maybe generic goblin.
that, but Halfling said the same thing. Human says 8 hit points. Gnome says 8 hit points. Dwarf says 10 hit points. I'm thinking maybe we start with that.
Oh, I totally missed that. It's right up at the.
Yeah.
Oh.
The dwarf has
Gosh,
10
I
hit
took-
points.
How did I miss that?
Size
I don't remember seeing
medium.
anything for that.
So, Dem, you have 20 feet, which is each square is a 5-foot square, so you technically can move 4 squares as a normal movement.
Oh wow, that changes things. Yeah, so the dwarf gets an extra 10 hit points.
That's why there's that second hit point thing under the creation tab, because it's going to be
Yeah.
for your race
Oh,
and then for your class. So that
I didn't see anything for elf. I don't think elves get anything.
Yes.
you get 6.
You get 6.
I get 6.
And your speed is 30, your size is medium. Yep.
Oh, so I have more hit points. Okay.
Yes, we all do. The dwarf has 10 hit points, size medium, 20 feet. Goblin has size small, 6 hit points and 25 feet.
So I have 24 hit points.
Yeah, that makes more sense for a barbarian, which that's a lot. Pathfinder doesn't start you out that high, the original.
So that's 6 up here and 8 down here. Got it. Okay.
Yep, so I have 16 hit points altogether. Does that sound right to you guys then? So your race...
Yeah, that sounds right.
your-
As I remember in the creation steps, it talks about adding up all the hit points. But
Yeah, so I have 16 as well. That's a little better than what it
10?
was.
none of us noticed that. None of us noticed that when we were building, because
This
Kurt
is-
and I were looking for it.
Playtest. All right, finally back to the barbarian. I'm sorry, Dum. You clearly are the most important, actually.
Smash away.
Smash it away.
That's what I'm gonna try to do.
Smash it
my-
away.
my- I'm gonna try to hit the goblin with my war flail and try to backhand him.
It.
It, he, her, him, her.
They're kind of like the opposite of dwarves. They don't have any hair, but you still can't tell if it's a male or female.
Right.
So what do you need? What do you need me to roll to see if I
That's where the...
Okay.
to,
so
to
you
determine
should
how
be
I
able to
fail?
Just
That's
well,
where,
you roll a d20 and you can use the character sheet.
that's where you have to fill out the attacks area, right? You have to make an attack.
If you don't have that filled out, just roll a d20, and we'll add your proficiency,
Which is probably trained, right?
which I'm assuming train. Yep. Add your level and add your strength bonus.
So you're
I
level 1
I
and your
fill mine
strength.
out all the way.
So that's going to be a 1d20 plus I'm trained. Plus what else?
Your strength
1 to
mod.
20 plus 1 plus your level, and then plus
one.
your strength mod, which is plus
Plus
4.
12.
Man, 6. That could have
Wow.
been worse.
12 on a 6. It misses, but it was good. All right.
So-
You cut.
Was the trained in there? What was his trained? Oh, was that 1? Is it 1?
I think so. Is it 1 for trained?
0 for trained.
Oh, so actually it's 11 then.
Okay.
Still hit? Oh wait. Okay.
No, I think that
Yeah.
he said that
You,
misses.
you try to intimidate him, and then he's like, that kind of he jumped back, and that flail just missed him because of his reaction. But you still have 2 actions left.
Oh yeah, you can attack again and again, a second and a third time.
I know. I had to remember that because.
You get 3 actions. So
So for every
Okay.
yeah, go
every
ahead.
time you attack, you take it's a -5. So you can attack 3 times. The second attack will be -5. The third attack will be
Minus 10.
minus 10.
Holy crap, those are huge penalties. But
Wow.
you can still do it. I mean, what do you have got to lose, right? I mean, you're
Sure. Okay, well then I'll do the same thing for my second attack.
and just roll it straight up.
Plus 1 plus 4 minus 5, right?
Yeah, technically.
15.
Nice.
Nice.
If that connects.
That connects.
Her first attack was with the flail, but once she realizes it kind of swoops over him, she takes 1 step forward and just punches him square in the face with the gauntlet.
See that coming.
What's the damage
All
die
right.
on that?
I gotta pull it up. 1 second. On the spiked gauntlet, it is a 1d4p. It's brawling and agile and freehand.
I'm not sure what those. I don't know what the tags do on those yet.
Neither do I.
Armor. But it's you roll 1d4 plus your strength mod, I believe. If that's still
Which
the
is
same.
plus 4. So 1d4 plus 4.
1d4 plus 4. 7.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Yeah, so
It explodes.
you really get him, right? So, yeah, it swings by him, and he thinks, "Oh, I dodged that," but that was really your master plan, right? While he's like watching your flail go up, you just get this perfect uppercut.
Just cave in his chin.
Hey, that's like what happened to my chin almost.
Headshot. That's what Mark's doing right now. He's yelling out headshot, double kill.
Right.
Okay, so if I have 1 more action left, how many spaces did you say I could move? 5?
4. You have they're 5-foot squares, and you have 20, so you have 4
So,
squares you can
1,
move.
2, 3,
Mm-hmm.
4.
Perfect.
Oh, so I get to hurdle the
Yeah.
dwarf.
You can actually, if you, because you were back here, if you moved up on an angle, you could go 1 more square out.
Oh, you can go on an angle? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Every other angle takes 2 squares. So the first angle is 1. The second angle you take is 2.
It works like that? Okay.
It alternates like that. It'll be the one movement rule that is frustrating.
So it's like 1, 2, 1, 2?
Yeah, if you go on multiple angles in a single move,
Oh.
yeah,
But if you go in the straight direction, that
it's just 1. Yeah.
okay.
They do that to compensate because you're moving further right on an angle because it's squares.
Okay. But the first one you get a pass, you can move in any angle, any direction.
Right.
Yes.
Yep. First one is just a normal.
Okay. All right.
And then it goes to 2 and then back to 1. Okay.
Hey, Nathan?
Yeah.
Would it be okay if we finish the goblins and then call it from there? Like finish the round?
Yeah, let's do that. Yep.
Okay.
That puts it right as 10 where we wanted to wrap up.
And I have to look up the rules, but I don't know if the persistent burning is if the burn happens on their turn or they're on my turn again. I'm assuming it's theirs, but I wanted to bring that up with you. Because they can spend...
Yeah, based on what I read, the effects that apply to you happen at the end of your turn.
Okay. So yeah, if they don't...
The burning would happen at the end of the turn if they don't do anything about it.
Yeah, because they can use that, where it said there's an action to put themselves out.
Okay. And that's just, I'm assuming they have to make a roll, or do they just put it out?
I knew you were going to ask me that. Advanced Alchemy page, Alchemy 360. Let me just go to there real quick. Alchemist Fire. Yep, that spending an interact action, or by becoming submerged in water, or otherwise entering an area deprived of air. Because there's no action. So an interact action, which I assume is an action they can do.
Okay, interact. Yeah.
It's probably it. I'm assuming it sucks up one of their actions, putting it out, if nothing else.
Interact.
And I can try to find that real quick here.
I always forget, you add strength to your damage, don't you?
For melee attack.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to figure out my
page 307.
Stuff, right.
Let me go up. Interact.
Yeah,
you use your hand or hands to manipulate an object or terrain. You grab an unintended stored object, open a door, or do some similar action. You might have to attempt a skill check to determine your interact was successful. The type of action is the two arrows together that are filled in. I don't remember what that means. They face the same direction and they're darkened in. Teresa knew them.
Darkened in is an action, yes.
An action. Okay. Okay, so they're going to use... Oh, wait, I think it is Fayt's turn, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I keep...
If Beard is done.
So you're up.
Alrighty. I'm gonna move over here then and legend the crap out of this guy.
Wow. Look at her just coming out of nowhere like, ah, yeah!
What'd I do?
The
Surprise. All right. Let's let him have it.
Holy.
Oh, wow.
That is a critical. InstantRapAirHorn.com.
Legend of the crap is accurate.
You did. You did. That's a critical. So, you got a 1d6 plus 1. So you got max damage on one. Is that the damage on the Morning
Star? Yeah, it's 1d6.
You can roll another. You can roll another 1d6 plus 1 if you want. If you really want to.
Okay, I'm just rolling that again. So.
Okay, and you max damage again.
Holy crap!
All right, so.
It's goo.
He did.
Well, yeah. What happens to this poor creature as he's like, he drops his bow to put the flames out, and he doesn't see this elf darting at him.
Well, we have another Garby down here. This one just isn't moving.
Yeah, you just run. Yeah, you're just the momentum from your swing. You hit him, and his head just shatters.
Well, I gotta make sure the poor thing's out of its misery, and I smack it again.
I'm
yeah,
just like,
got an action.
I think I'm behind, like, you should have listened to me. Join my friends.
You get the splash damage over there, Beard.
All right. Okay, so now this goblin.
Now it's
lucky.
the goblin's turn.
Yeah, he's lucky Mordecai's not here. This would have been-
I can actually intimidate that other one.
Oh, you can. You can take
That's
an action.
that feat. No, I took that feat for what was it? Oh, you're next. Yeah, it's an intimidation.
Oh, that sounds good. So what do you do? How does?
I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it says once you kill something, you can look at another target to know that it's next. And let me.
That's perfect.
That's under rogue, so.
You just might put him in his place. If Mordecai was here with some magic missiles.
You're next. Yeah, you menacingly remind another foe that you're coming after them next. You get an intimidation check with +2 circumstance bonus.
Oh,
To
well,
demoralize.
just
So intimidation +2. So I'll roll an intimidation.
holy crap!
23.
How'd you have that +2 in there?
Oh my gosh. So that is a
I don't know. I might not have done my skills right.
ability proficiency
I'm just curious. That's fine.
+1 level, +2 ability, and then +2
Well,
proficiency.
I was trying to add the skills because I got 12 skills altogether. So I'm not. I think I might have done my skills wrong, but I forgot to ask.
The proficiency, you might want to just, it looks okay, other than the proficiency is considered a master or an expert.
not
That
It
might
was
be
supposed
right.
to only be trained, I thought, unless putting ranks into it put it up to master.
I think
We
you
can
put-
check it.
That's
But you got a +2 circumstance bonus anyway,
don't
so that
know.
+2 would have been there. So that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Well, either way, okay.
And it's still a critical success, so that he gains the frightened level 2 condition because of that. So now let's find out what that does. Let's
I don't have a
see.
frightened token, but what color is frightened? Red, blue, green, orange, purple, pink,
Is that-
or yellow?
Level 2.
Well, I did just goo one of his friends, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the head went past him.
He got sprayed with a couple chunks.
His eyes are bleeding.
Minus
because
1
he's so
penalty to
terrified.
AC and saving throws. Each action used during an encounter increases the penalty by 1 till the start of your next turn.
It's not like they had a lot of armor class and stuff as it was.
Just making some notes in
Oh,
here.
wow.
Someone put an eyeball on him?
The level
He's
of
bleeding of fear.
yeah,
Eyes are like, ah!
yeah. So he's at a -1 right now, and he's going to put out the flames with an action. So that's going to actually take him to a -2 now. So I think in order to counteract, you gain different level. I'm
He'll just have to
gonna
die.
yeah, I'm gonna dig into that a little more how that works, but
Is that a good place to pause it on that guy?
let's
Yeah,
see
we don't
here.
have to kill him unless he really wants to pursue this more.
He is currently
Well,
on
that's-
fire.
That's fatigued. Okay, that makes okay.
He's
I'll
like
do-
burning. He watches friend get turned to goo, and you're just like, you're next, and he's like trying to put out the fire while you're, and then the dwarf's walking up behind you, and I'm just like taunting him from behind the corner, like, ah, sucker!
So this little thing have enough brains to not be stupid.
He not as
Okay,
intelligent as me.
so the fright. I read fatigue by accident, but the frightened one is gripped by fear and struggle to control your nerves. The frightened condition always includes a value, which you did frightened 2 because of the critical success. So he takes a conditional penalty equal to this value to checks and saving throws. So he'll have -2 to all checks and saving throws.
So
Fortunately for him, he doesn't have to do a check to put the fire out.
yeah.
I think, unless Luke knows otherwise.
What's that?
At the end of your turn, the value of your frightened condition decreases by 1. So he'll be frightened for 2 turns, essentially.
This poor thing is basically peeing its pants right now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
on
so
fire.
he puts the fire out. He puts the fire out, and he...
Oh, he does. Okay.
Yeah, so he's going to use an action to put that out. And then he will attack with his bow. And let's get the
Not
Goblin
shoot.
Warrior.
Still attacking. Well, nice
He's-
knowing you, Goblin.
He's got a -2 though, with his bow.
Oh, he's unsure if he should be shooting, but he's still going to.
He's still doing it.
Well, he's like hesitating, like, well, I hear what you're
like-
saying, but I.
Ah!
in for a penny, in for a pound.
Yeah.
The fire demon comes for me. So he's only at. He normally gets a +4 on his bow attack, or +6. That's not bad. but
So gotta read the
he's
core.
got -2. And you were screened, but you tore that thing in half, so you're no longer screened by the other goblin. And he gets a 6. What is your
Yay!
armor?
So
With
Yeah.
what he was shooting
'Cause
at
your
me.
armor class is 16. Yeah, he was shooting at you.
My
You
armor
whiffed.
class is a 16.
So he critically failed, but I don't think there's no penalty for critical failure unless his weapons.
he shoots himself.
Right? Shoots himself in the
Yeah.
foot.
So with that, he's like, he's so scared, right? He takes a shot at you, and it just kind of shoots the floor. And then he turns and runs.
he moves over there.
Turns and runs
All right.
because that'll help him.
Yeah.
Moves over here. Okay. All right. Well, that was round 1, and we did pretty well.
We gooed all of them. Of course we did.
Yeah, you guys.
I don't know if
Yeah,
I
you-
gooed my guy, but I definitely at least caved in his head.
It went in like it's concave, not convex. His face. So,
Oops.
but
That's what it sounded like.
he had a glass jaw. Perfect. All right. Well, I think that's probably a good place to call it. That was our time frame, 7 to 10, and the character creation took a little bit longer, but one doesn't not take longer than we expect every time, right?
That's right.
I think we can do like an afterthoughts feedback at the end of our next session, like on air, because we'll be able to grind it out next time. We'll have Kurt with us. So, are you guys good? We good? I think we're good right here for the
Yeah,
night.
sounds good.
Pretty good
Thanks,
dipping our
everyone.
toes into it and whatnot.
All right. Dem, you want to do a quick shout out?
2017thecomic.com. I might have a comic up tomorrow. I don't know. But
Sweet.
all my comics are there.
2017thecomic.com. It's good. Read them. Read them all. See them in Discord.
Awesome.
And I'm Lucasgvariety. I was here tonight with my friends Starholler, Xarcara, and Fayt, as well as 2017 the comic. And we got the ball off. We're gonna read some more rules, and we're gonna come back. And actually, I think it went pretty well. We looked stuff up, and that's what the playtest is. So I appreciate everybody that came out tonight. I want to give a shout out to HMO5. That is Adam, and we all know Adam, who is Todd Thunder in our our action movie world game. We all know Adam, and he was checking us out, and all the other people that were out other tonight. We really appreciate you stopping by and play testing this with us. Follow, like, subscribe, follow me on Discord, and tell us what you like, what you don't like, and give us some feedback as well on how we can do more stuff. There's my Discord link. And we will see you we're going to schedule it. Check out my Discord for the scheduling. We're going to have to figure out when we're going to come back together, and then we'll come back and do the next session and grind out this first installment of the Doomsday Dawn. So until next time, everybody, thanks for playing. Thanks for being here. Have a good night. See you later.